right, guys. Welcome to episode 3 of the Long Island Diamond. As you notice, Andrew is not here. He is unfortunately missing out on this episode. He is moving back into college, right? I think he is.
Yeah. Andrew's a busy
Moved
bee.
back into college, so he will be missing out on this week's episode. But it is me and Vinny.
The show must go on.
We get to have a good time talking to each other, and we actually decided that we're going to do a MLB Jeopardy quiz to see who will win. What we have right now, the Jeopardy, is records, win percentage, worst team records, World Series, and yes or no's. And obviously, like a regular Jeopardy board, it goes 1 through 500 for each category. We have teams 1 and 2. I'll be team 1. Vinny will be team 2. And we will see who wins. So this is what we'll do. To figure out who gets to go first, okay? What we're going to do is just a friendly game of rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, yeah.
The first one to get a win, okay? So it's not best 2 out of 3. First one to get a win, okay?
Is there a delay in the video on your end or on my end when we talk?
Well, all right, let's just try it real quick, okay?
Okay.
Rock, paper. No, I don't see a delay, do you?
I don't know because I don't know what you see on your end.
No, I mean on your end, is there a delay?
There's no way to tell because I don't know. Okay, listen. As soon as you hear me speak, put your hand up, okay?
Okay.
Hi. I don't know. Okay, that didn't really work. Okay, let's just try it. Ready?
Okay.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors.
All right. No, there was a big delay right there.
Okay.
All right,
You know what I mean?
Okay. You know what we'll do? I got it.
No, we have to sing. We have to sing together.
What?
We have to sing together.
No. I got it.
Because if we're singing the same song together and you're singing behind me, it's delayed.
No, listen. This is what we'll do. Okay. This is what we'll do. I do this all the time. I just have to find something with 2 flat surfaces. Okay. Here we go. All right. See this?
Yeah.
If it lands on the black side, you go first. If it lands on this side, I go first. Okay?
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Do you trust me that I won't lie?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. But just don't break your remote.
I'm not. Just
You need those LED lights, dude.
Just a gentle toss. Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Don't hit the
All
cat
right.
either.
This side you, this side me.
Yep.
All right, it's you.
That was very sweet of you, to be honest.
You get to go first. All right, so
Okay.
you get to choose.
All right. Let's do yes or no's 500.
Oh, he's going for it. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Do I have a timer?
Braves win the World Series in 1914.
No, obviously not.
Yes.
Yes. Wow. 50-50 chance. I couldn't even get it right.
Okay.
That wasn't even that long ago, too. So, I don't even know why I didn't know that. That's definitely basic common. That's basically common baseball knowledge. Okay, James.
All right. I'm going to go records for 100. Who had the best record in 2019? I think it's the Astros. I'm going Astros. Yep.
Good for you, James.
All right. Next one. Records 200. Who had the best record in 2020? That's going to be the Dodgers.
Oh, so it's like winners. Okay.
Yeah, it's regular Jeopardy. All right, I'm going 300.
Well, regular Jeopardy is you buzz in and whoever buzzes first.
Who's the best team in record? 2017 record was?
They couldn't just say who had the best record in 2017.
Yeah.
They had to say.
I'm pretty sure it was the Astros again, but it may have been the Dodgers. All right, so let me think about this. The Red Sox had 95 wins that year, I believe. The Yankees had 94, 93, something like that. No, it's got to be the Dodgers or the Astros. It's one of those two teams. I know that. All right, I'm going out on a limb. I'm gonna say the This is tough. All right, Dodgers. All right, let's go. All right.
Hands up next time.
Hands up next time? Okay. 400. Who was the best team in 2015? Oh, actually, wow. I don't even know this one. Let's see. All right, so it was the Mets and Royals in the World Series. The Mets won their division. Royals. Did the Royals win their division? Or were they a wild card team? No, I'm pretty sure they won the division. Let's see what other teams were good in 2015. They were a wild card team. No. Astros weren't good yet. Probably could have been the Dodgers again. Or the Giants. No, the Giants are ass in odd years.
12, 14, 16. No, not that.
You probably know this answer.
10, 12, 14. Okay, right? Yeah. Right?
All right, I'm going to go Royals. Ah, it's the Cardinals. Damn it.
Okay. Well, so far, you've gotten 2020, 2019, 2017, and 2015. And I've gotten 1914. So let's go. Let's go with the worst team records. 200.
This one? This one?
Yeah.
Worst team in 2019. This is so easy.
You know this?
Oh, yeah.
Really, there was like an outstanding team that was really just that bad in 2019. It really was that. Okay, the Baltimore Orioles.
It was the Tigers. You don't remember that?
No, 47 wins. That's atrocious.
The Tigers were ass. Okay, that's a negative. 200. Wow, you're really showing me up here. All right, I'm gonna go World Series 300. Who won the Nationals? That one was easy. Come on. 400 World Series.
Dude, my sister could have answered that.
Cardinals.
Oh, dude. Dude, they're giving this is a cakewalk for you.
Worst team records for 100. Listen, worst team record for 100. Yeah. 2020? Oh, Jesus. I think it was the Red Sox, honestly. Red Sox? No, it was the Pirates.
I would guess Red Sox, too.
Yeah, the Red Sox had like 21.
Fifth place team. World Series 500. That's a mistake. Oh God. the New York Yankees.
Cincinnati Reds.
I mean, if they would have asked me about 1918, I would have known.
That's the Red Sox.
That's the Red Sox. I know.
Yes or no's for.
Dude, I'm getting 20th century. Man.
Did the Dodgers originate from Brooklyn? Yes.
I'm so weak, bro. I'm so weak. This is
200 yes or no's.
Nonsensical.
Were the Texas Rangers the Washington Senators before moving to Texas? Honestly, I don't even know. Yes? That was a 50-50. Worst team records 500. Oh, God.
New York Mets.
No, that was 63. Or
they won the World Series in 69.
Either 62 or 63.
It's a great year for New York, 1969.
God.
First World Series in Queens.
Yeah. I don't know this one. What were some bad teams then? Throw it out on a limb. The Athletics. The Expos. Tied. Okay, so I could have gotten.
Could have gotten one.
Yeah.
All right, man. We're gonna have to just do it. Yes or no's. My big head is covering the screen. 400.
400?
Yeah.
Can a good team become a bad team? What?
Who wrote these questions, bro? You wrote these questions, bro. Andrew wrote these questions, bro.
I didn't write these questions.
This is Scarpacci Jeopardy right now. We're playing. The answer is yes.
Yeah. Yes, of course. Okay. Look, your first correct answer.
It wasn't an easy one, let me tell you. 300, yes or no's. I'm making my comeback right now. Did the Padres win? No. Absolutely not. What? Did they?
No, the Padres haven't won a World Series.
Nah, wait. 1998. The Yankees won. The Yankees won. They beat the Padres. I didn't know they beat the Padres, but I figured that the Yankees won. I know the Padres have been a horrible team
in
for a very,
84
very,
and
very
98,
long time.
losing in the World Series both years. Okay, they did not win. I think they meant last appearance, maybe. I'm gonna give you the points.
Okay.
You're getting the points. Don't worry.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. Okay. Go next one.
No more yes or no's. Okay. I don't trust this Jeopardy board anymore now. World Series 200.
Oh, this is easy.
The Boston Red Sox.
Ding, ding, ding. Next one.
World Series 100.
Oh, this is also easy.
The Los Angeles Dodgers. MICKEYMOUSE. Let's do win percentage 100. I don't know what to expect from that category.
Win percentage 100?
Yeah.
What is an 0-0 record win percentage?
Well, 0 and 1 is 0. 1 and 0 is 100. 1 and 1 is 50. They're going to come at me and say 50, which is just mathematically correct, because 0 and 0 is 0. It's 100.
This is a real mind fuck.
Really, I mean, it's 0. Okay, win percentage. What percentage of the games did they win? 0. What percentage of the games did they lose? 0. So technically, the win percentage can realistically be 100, but they haven't played any games, so it would be 0. So realistically, the answer could be 0, 50, or 100 here. But either way, this is going to look bad on me. Because, okay, what is 0-0 record win percent? This is a 100.
Yeah, this is a 100 question.
This is a 100-point question, by the way. This should be like a 1,000-point question, by the way. Dude, this is like a Ken Jennings type question. That's 0. That's 0%.
That's what you're going with?
It has to be 0. It has to be 0.
So I can click the space bar.
You can click the space bar.
All right.
All right. Oh my gosh.
Next one.
Win percentage 200. There's a math category. There really is.
Oh yeah, this is. What is a 3 and 3 record?
50%. 50%. Or 0.500. 50 is 50%.
Yeah, I take it.
Yeah.
Which one?
Win percentage, we're talking. So I'm thinking in percent to 300. Win percentage 300. This is a math category. 100. Dude, I'm gonna sweep the board here. I'm gonna take this shit home, bro. What percentage? 400. This is sick.
Get this
What?
one.
That's 110 games. That's 110 games. 59 out of 110. Right? So you won. What win percentage is record of 59 to 51? Oh, you won 59 out of 110 games. 55 out of 110 is 50%. 59 out of 110 is just north of 50, right? So realistically, it could be anything slightly north of 50. But 59 out of 110. 59 over 110 equals x over 100. 59 times 100.
Doing algebra right now.
That's 5,900 equals 110x. 5,900 divided by 110. That's my answer. Wait, listen. 5,900 divided by 110. That's what I have to know. So I can just take out the zeros. 5900. Take out the zeros. 110. Take out this 10. Take out, wait. I can take out 10 in each, right? So 590 divided by 11. That would be my answer, right? So 11 goes into 59. 590 divided by 11. What's 590 divided by 10?
I don't even know what you're saying.
That's 59. 590 divided by 10 is, oh, dude, it's 59. 590 divided by 11. So whatever 590 divided by 11 is that's definitely my answer, but I just can't. That's not mathematical. It's going to be a decimal. The answer is going to be a decimal. So 590 divided by 110 is my answer, essentially. All right, or 590 divided by 100. Wait. No. 590 divided by 11. Yeah. 590 divided by 11.
Vinny, just say an answer, please.
Now listen. I'm actually doing this. I'm not playing with this question, bro. 590. I didn't sign up for math, bro. I came in with my baseball. I was ready, but I'm gonna tackle this question. 590 divided by 11. That's my answer. I'm not using the calculator, bro. I'm not cheating.
So what's the answer?
590 divided by 11. 11 goes into 59 5 times. Carry the 4. 11 goes into 40 3 times. 59.3%.
That's your answer.
Yep.
53. 536.
So what happened to my math? Was it wrong?
Obviously, you're back down to 0 now. All right, I'm just gonna go records 500.
Wow, it was 59.3. I said 59.3. I should have said 53. Okay, whatever. I was on the right track though. I just messed
I'm
up.
going 500 for
Plus
records.
All right, go for it.
Who had the best record in 2000? God, I don't fucking know. 2000? The Yankees? Giants. What the fuck?
I just said Yankees instantly.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Let's go win percentage 500, dude. What is 45, 46, and 44? So this is the same thing, isn't it?
I guess.
No, it's the same. It's the same concept. It's 110. It's 110 win. It's 110 games, right?
Yeah.
65 plus 40 is 105 plus 5 is 110. 65 of 110. So 65 of 110. Okay. 65 over 110 equals x over 100. Let's do this again. 6,500 equals 110x. Okay, now we're going to take away 110 on both sides. 6,500 divided by 110. Okay, so that leaves 6,500. I said that leaves 650 divided by 11. So now I have to do 650. 650 divided by 11. 650 divided by 11. 11 goes into 65 5 times. There's 10 left over. 11 goes into 100 9 times. But 1 left over. It's a repeating decimal.
So what's the answer?
5 times. Wait. What did I say? 5 times, 9 times. It's around 59%.
So what's
That's not fine.
yeah, but you're doing
0.59.
but you have to do 0.59 what? There's another number there.
Really? 0.5, it's like 0.591-ish repeating decimal. Let me do it again. What did I say? 650 is 6,500, so 650 divided by 11. 11 goes into 65 5 times. Carry the 10. The 10 left over. 11 goes into 100 9 times. So to start out, we have 0.59. You add a 0. You have 1 left over, right? Because 11 goes into 109 times. That's 0.59. 11 goes into 10 once. Repeating decimal. Okay, so the answer, James, is 0.591. So 1 is a repeating decimal. 0.591.
Wow. Hey!
Thank you. Dude,
Look at that. You took
in my head. Straight up. That was a showcase.
Which one are you doing?
Wow.
This is down to the limb right now.
I just had my moment. I just had my podcast moment. All right, I'm good for now. I'm good for the night. Win, lose, or draw, I'm sleep well tonight. Worst team records, 300.
It's another easy one.
I feel like you know this, James.
I do know this one.
Worst team, 2018. All right, let's go by division. It weren't the Yankees. It wasn't the Yankees. Obviously, it wasn't the Red Sox. You know, it could have been the Orioles. There's a chance it was the Orioles. I don't know. Tampa Bay? I don't know. Maybe it was Tampa Bay. Toronto. I don't think they were that bad. I don't think anyone really qualifies now. I mean, the Royals. I know the Royals. I think they were a pretty bad team. The Royals. I don't know. 2018. They were a bad team. Tigers. Oh, dude. Royals, Tigers, Pirates,
Giants. Giants? Was it the Giants? Was it the Giants or Diamondbacks? Something like that. Or Rockies.
I think Diamondbacks weren't that bad. I don't think they were like a third place team a couple of years ago. Rockies.
Yeah, but I think that was 17. You know, when they had JD Martinez in that second half of the season.
They had, what's his face? Segura, I think.
The Diamondbacks? The Diamondbacks never had Segura.
I'm thinking of someone else then?
Yeah, Segura's only been a Mariner.
Yeah, he's a Brewer.
He was a Brewer, a Mariner, and he's a Philly now.
Dude, I'm tripping then. The
Marlins too, or the Nationals, whichever.
Eduardo Escobar, maybe.
Marlins were pretty bad.
Marlins were bad. It wasn't that bad.
I don't know.
Worst team in 2018. The worst team. Who could that be? Who was really bad in 2018, James? Who the hell was it?
I know the answer.
I'm sure you do. Who was really bad? Angels? Were they bad?
Angels.
They had a long playoff drought, dude.
Yeah, they do. Well, actually, no, they don't. They were in the wild card in the early 2010s.
But they have the longest playoff drought of any active team, I believe.
No, the Mariners.
Yeah, nah.
Mariners.
Nah.
Yeah, they haven't been in the playoffs since 2001.
So I read something wrong somewhere then.
The Angels won the World Series in 2002.
Yeah, I know. But I don't. Dude, who was the worst team in 2018?
Maybe it was the Mets.
I'm gonna go. They were pretty bad. They weren't that bad though. All right. I'm gonna submit my final answer. I feel like I have to take a safe guess because I don't want to say a team and then they actually have a winning record when I look it up.
Look it up. Whoa.
Afterwards. If I wanted to look it up, I would have looked it up right now. Okay. I'm gonna go with the Kansas City Royals.
Orioles.
I guess the Orioles for 2019. I didn't want to guess.
Look at this. If I get this answer right, I win. If I get it wrong, you win. It all comes down to worst team records 400. This is gonna be like a 19, like freaking like 80 something guess. Like, dude, I just know.
At least they didn't ask you to do fucking college level algebra, bro. I was actually more like 9th grade level algebra, something like that. So it's not that bad.
Let's see. Let's see the answer.
Go ahead. Wait,
worst team in 2017. Wonder who that could be.
I gotta look up the Royals record. 20.
Orioles. 18. Royals. Marlins. Marlins were pretty bad.
The Royals were 5th in their division in 2018. Oh. Yeah, so it wasn't a bad guess. They were only about 10 games better than the Orioles.
This is tough.
Wasn't a terrible guess. Oh, they were bad. Wow.
It's tough. I actually don't know this one.
Corbett. Do your thing, man.
Well, we know it's not the Astros, the Dodgers.
This is for all the marbles, bro.
I know it is. Shush. I need to get into my, what's it called? Feng Shui, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Damn.
Dude, that math question. I feel like you're watching me try to do math. Comedy. Come on, man.
I'm gonna go Tigers. Phillies.
They were that bad? Wow, they were that bad.
No, there's no way. It was not the Phillies. There's no way. I'm looking that up.
They were 20 games better than the Orioles in 2000.
I'm looking that up.
18.
2017 MLB standings. The Phillies were... The Giants were worse than the Phillies. The Giants had 64 wins.
Shoot. Wait.
The Giants and Tigers were tied with 64 wins.
For the 2017?
In 2017, yeah.
Dude, you found the phony, bogus.
I freaking knew it. I knew it. The Giants had 64 wins, and the Tigers had 64 wins. I said it. I said Tigers. Those are points.
Right. Yeah.
Those are your points. Right. Yeah, I gave myself points. Yeah. I won. I won that. Yeah.
I know. Man, listen. Good game, man. But that Jeopardy board was a little wacky.
Yeah, I know. There were a couple weird questions.
But honestly, it doesn't matter if like the answers are wrong because we could always find the answer as long as like the questions are decent and the questions were actually, some of them were.
Yeah, I know that was such a freaking stupid freaking last.
Dude, I'm doing math over here in my bedroom, bro. Like somebody walks by outside, you're like, "What's going on? You went back to school?"
That's funny. All right, I'm gonna head over to the Instagram page. Let's see what we can get going here. All right. So we can have a little discussion because I think I noticed that you did something that I was like, it was kind of questionable.
Yeah.
Now, are you going based on the 2017 cheating scandal, or do you just not think that Carlos Beltran is worthy of the number being retired?
I don't care about the cheating scandal. Okay, I don't care one single bit about the cheating scandal. It was years ago. It doesn't happen again. These guys who were involved, Doesn't happen again. We can move on. I don't want baseball fans to dwell on it. I don't care about the cheating scandal. I don't know. I just think of Mets, and Carlos Beltran was phenomenal as a New York Met. But
What are you just sitting on the one at bat in the playoffs?
no, I don't look at him like that whatsoever. I don't even think about that when I think of Beltran. I think of a good all-around player who did what he had to do every time he went on the field. He was my favorite Met. I had my Beltran shirt. He was my favorite Met when he
Why
played.
isn't he a retired Mets number?
Because for some reason, I don't see Carlos Beltran as a career-defined Met. Does that make sense?
But he carried the Mets to the playoffs. He put the Mets on his back.
No. When you think of Mike Piazza, you think of Met. Right?
I think of Carlos Beltran as a Met. I don't think of him as a Royal or a Cardinal. And the Royals had him for the same amount of years as the Mets.
I'm a Mets fan. Okay? So if I say, if I think of Carlos Beltran, I think of Mets. You know? I don't. I don't think of Carlos Beltran when I think of the Mets.
He had his best years as a Met.
He played about 6 years with the Mets.
He had 7 years with the Mets. Same amount of years as he did with the
About 6.5. About 6.5 years with the Mets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6.5 years.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, he had 6 years. From his age 28 season to his age 33 season.
Dude, 6.5.
No.
I'm sorry. Wait, listen.
No, that's 7.
2005, 6, 7. Dude, you're all over the place right now.
No, listen. Okay, listen. 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
And then 2011.
Hence why I said 6.5. Start.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was wrong.
About kind of 6.5.
It says 7 years down here below at.
But yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Carlos Beltran had 1, 2, 3 consecutive years as a Met with 100 plus RBIs. He's OPS plus from.
Listen, just talk about his career stats as a Met, okay? Listen, look at this. All right. As a career, with his career as a Met, his batting average is 280, 369 on base percentage, a 500 slugging, 869 OPS, a 129 OPS plus, 1,567 total bases. He has 149 home runs, 560 practically RBIs, 100 stolen bases, only got caught stealing 16 times, 450 pretty much walks, 551 runs. The dude was a tank as a Met. He put the freaking Mets on his back.
I understand. He had phenomenal numbers, and I loved him for that reason. When I think of the Mets, I think David Wright. When I think David Wright, I think, oh my God, Met.
David Wright should have his number retired too.
His number retired.
I agree.
When I think Mike Piazza, I think, oh my God, Met. He played elsewhere, but I think, oh my God, Met. Everything about the guy screams Met. He loves the Mets. He loves Queens. David Wright. Met, Mr. Met.
How is this going from Carlos Beltran to David Wright? I agree with you. It should be in.
Because when I think of these guys, I think these guys are Mets, and they are going to leave a legacy of being New York Mets superstars. And Queens will love them forever. Me personally, I think of Carlos Beltran's legacy has nothing to do with the Astros. It has nothing to do with the strikeout in 2006. 2006, correct?
I think it was.
It has nothing to do with either of those. Wainwright, yep.
Wainwright curve.
Yep. I know. On a phenomenal pitch. It has nothing to do with those two instances. That has nothing to do with what defines him as a baseball player. When I think of Carlos Beltran, I don't think of New York Mets legacy. I feel like he did leave one in baseball, but by no means do I think he should be up there on that list of guys who had their numbers retired. If you want to ask me who I think should, obviously David Wright. If you want to ask me who else I think should, I really don't know.
Dwight
I
Gooden?
don't know. Listen. I don't know. I don't.
Keith
I don't know.
Hernandez is finally getting his number retired.
I'm glad. When I think of Keith Hernandez, legacy, he left it in Queens, man.
He left St. Louis to come.
Oh, I know. And St. Louis loves him. They retired his number last year.
I have no idea.
They did something for him last year.
Probably did. I don't. You know what would have been freaking funny? If Steve Cohen decided to retire his number on a day that the Cardinals were in town.
Yeah.
Doing it on a day that I think Marlins are in town.
But you look at the list of guys who have their numbers retired with the Mets. They all have Met legacies, right? Most of them, but also have Met legacies. Big Met legacies. I was there at the game when they did Jerry Koosman
I was there at the game when they retired Piazza.
Wow, I remember. I watched that game.
They lost.
I watched it, and with Koosman, I was there just last year. I was there. I had the ceremony, and it was great. It was great. It was supposed to rain, and it didn't. God have mercy, Jerry Koosman. Thank you, God. It was great. And I'm a Met fan, man. I've been watching forever. Carlos Beltran was a great player, and I like Carlos Beltran. As a matter of fact, he's probably still one of my favorite players in New York of all time. But his legacy, to me, is not as prominent as it should be if he's going to have his number retired. His legacy is wonderful, and it's there.
Now hold on. Let me just ask you this: would you be mad, or would you be annoyed if his number was retired?
I'm not going to be appalled if a great player in Queens got his number retired in Queens. I wouldn't. But I personally don't think it should be prioritized on the list of guys who should get their numbers retired.
No. Listen. I'm not saying prioritize. Okay, yeah. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if it should.
Yeah, but it's just funny how SNY ran to Beltran first. You know what I mean? I don't think SNY is thinking we shouldn't retire David Wright's number. They're not thinking that.
You know what? It might be because I honestly think that they know David Wright's number will be retired.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't think that there's a single Met fan that would really be opposed to having his number retired at all.
No, not at all.
I think that there's Met fans that do believe he didn't have the career stats to be in the Hall of Fame. Because, at the end of his career, injuries really set him back.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because David Wright was an amazing third baseman. His glove was great. His bat was great.
Love him. But when I think legacy, I really don't think of Carlos Beltran. And in Queens, at least in Queens. Listen, you're gonna think I'm crazy for this, but I'm talking legacy. That's all I'm talking. I'm talking legacy. I'm talking what they've left, not necessarily stat by stat by stat. Okay, I like stats, and you might think I'm crazy for this. I'm not saying that this individual's number should be prioritized in retirement, but I'm saying it would kind of somewhat make more sense to me. I'm just talking legacy. Okay. Jose Reyes, he finished his career with the Mets. He played most of it with the Mets, and he came back and he finished his career with the Mets. I was at the game. I was at his first game back when he came back to the Mets in 2016. I was there. Was he the same player? No. But who the hell is?
Let me ask you a question, because I personally don't believe in this to an extent, but obviously the little things don't really bother me with this, but do you think someone's personal life dictates their career like that?
No, no,
No? Okay,
no.
so the fact that, Jose Reyes beat his wife doesn't.
When the charges dropped,
Well, yeah, because she was afraid to press the charges, but there was the evidence there.
that's what happened.
Yeah, there was evidence that he beat his wife, but she decided to not press the charges because she was afraid.
Yeah, well, think about ethical behavior of guys. Well, if you think about someone like Pete Rose, from a logical MLB standpoint, you know, you know how that goes.
No, I know what you listen. I
Yeah,
know where you're going with this. Like, he gambled, like he just didn't do things
yeah,
morally correct and stuff like that.
yeah, and I don't hold that against him.
But there's
How
something
he,
that I do hold against Pete Rose, and that's why I don't put him in the Hall of Fame, because I
yeah,
do. There is a certain stance, like murder. If you're a murderer, you don't belong anywhere near the MLB Hall of Fame, like
yeah,
stuff like that. Like, it's really only alleged, but like he like admitted that he had like some sort of like a relationship with like a minor one time. So that's
Pete
kind of
Rose.
like,
I'm not
uh,
familiar with that. Wow,
yeah.
Pete Rose.
Yep.
Wow.
That's the only thing that I hold against him.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not 100% sure, so I'm not going to say that he did or not. So do not take my word
Yeah.
100% certain.
Okay. Yeah.
But I saw a video based on Pete Rose and why he's not in the Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
and that was one of the reasons why. So that's kind of why, like, I hold back Pete Rose
Yeah.
from the Hall of Fame. If you murder someone, if you rape someone, if
Absolutely.
if you're a pedophile, like stuff like that,
Absolutely. It's
like
different. Yeah. It's
you don't
most
have any
different.
business. You don't have any business.
And to me, in a way, your repercussions in regards to domestic violence and everything are not that far behind. It's not murder or rape, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be left out. Stuff like
Yeah,
that is bothersome. It's very bothersome. I mean,
absolutely.
I hate that stuff. I think most normal humans would, except the abusers. But it happens, and I don't. That's not something that I have ever taken a deep dive into with these players. Like, I think Jurice Familia, I think Osuna, um, Chapman,
Both Ozunas, Chapman, Stephen
Chapman,
Wright. The list
Ozuna.
goes on. Like, there's so many players that
Yeah.
have just been like this, that have just done it. It's now, recently, as of 2021, Trevor Bauer.
Bauer is going through whatever now. Yeah, I know. And
Which, people on the opposing team in his own division are like coming to his like own behalf, like at the same
yeah,
time. I don't know if you know, but like Tatis and Mike Clevenger both said that they had this like same sexual relations with the same woman, and they almost both got duped by her, saying that she was gonna like say that she was gonna press charges if they didn't give her money, something like that, whatever it was. So you don't know how true the Bauer thing is, but it's not looking great for Bauer.
I missed all that. So from what I understand, from what you just said, Fernando Tatis and Trevor Bauer are having sexual relations with
No,
the
no, no,
same
no.
woman.
Well, yes, but there's also Mike Clevenger.
Okay.
And Mike Clevenger and Tatis had sexual relations with this woman, and this girl she threatened both of them that she was gonna like, if you don't give me money, I'm gonna scream sexual assault, like that. Okay, it didn't work on them, so she went to Trevor Bauer. Once again, you also don't know how true this is, but it's also not looking good for Trevor Bauer. Trevor Bauer is like not taking any questions from anybody. He's not allowing anybody to speak to him or his own agent. His agent's not speaking to anyone about it, stuff like that. So, like I said, another thing you can't take with 100% certainty, but it's there.
Yeah. So do we know? I'm not trying to go off on a tangent,
Yeah.
but you opened a door for me because I didn't look into this stuff because I didn't care. Quite frankly, I didn't care. I didn't know too much about it. I wanted to watch baseball. Trevor Bauer got into trouble. Listen, Ozuna, Chapman, Reyes, these guys all got in trouble. I didn't bat much of an eye. Oh, they got in trouble. Okay, they better face repercussions because what they did is not excusable whatsoever. But I'm still gonna love baseball. Whatever. I don't look too much into it. That's why I'm not too in the loop with the Bauer situation. But I know what happened to him. So you're telling me that multiple baseball players had sexual relations with the same woman, with this woman, all the same woman.
Same woman. Not at the same time. Not at the same time, obviously.
Okay, no, I know. I wasn't
But-
fine with that. That question was in the back of my head, but I wasn't going to come out and ask that question. But since you clarified, I guess we touched upon it. Okay, and they all separately and individually had sexual relations with the same woman,
Yeah.
and Trevor Bauer is either an easier target, stupider. It just worked on. It just happened to work with Trevor.
Well, I think the problem why it worked with Trevor Bauer is because after the sexual encounter, she had, bruises and marks on her face and neck.
Yeah.
So he just said that she likes it rough.
Yeah. Good God.
Tatis and Clevenger both apparently said that she does like it rough, but they never did anything to that extent. Trevor Bauer did. Trevor Bauer admits to having sex with her and doing those things, but he claims it was all consensual, and she asked for him to do it. Completely asked for him to do it.
But now she's just screwing him. Like she's screwing him over.
That's if it's true on his end. She might be telling the truth. She might. What she said is she's not saying rape. Okay, she's saying consensual, but he was too rough.
So what's her argument? What could he get in trouble for? Could he get in trouble for domestic abuse for that?
Yes, because all she said was just regular consensual, but he went to an extent to leave bruises on her face and neck.
So he was like punching her.
Well, no, like choking her,
No, but on her fucking face. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean that.
But listen, I don't know about the face.
I don't mean to say. I don't mean to curse or anything. I'm sorry. It slipped. But on her.
I don't know. I honestly don't know exactly the whole details. Obviously, this hasn't even been brought to court yet. None of this is out. And, if Trevor Bauer wins the court case, I'm sure he'll be back in baseball somehow. And if he does win, the Dodgers will have to put him back on the team. Even though apparently, the whole clubhouse does not want him back. They have openly expressed that they will stop playing if Trevor Bauer is welcomed back into the clubhouse.
Because they're probably... and they right now think that he is guilty of doing this.
Yeah.
So they think that he's despicable, and they don't want to be on the same team with him because they don't encourage his behavior.
Yes.
Okay, but do they understand that if he's proven innocent in a court of law, there's nothing that they can do, whether they like him or not? Okay, I get it. The guy's a whack job. The guy is out there. He's on cloud. Like the world is here. And Trevor Bauer's over here, what I mean? He's out there. He's in space. But he's a damn good player. He's a damn good pitcher. And if it's not true, it's not true. It might be true.
Here, listen to me. Yeah, I'm with you. If it's not true, it's not true. If it is true, it is true. I'm with you on that. But I think he's just, a tad bit overrated, if you ask me. Listen, he had a really good 2020. Okay? And he started off the season really good. But he needs that sticky stuff. He really does. He needs the sticky stuff to be good. He used the sticky stuff in 2020, the whole season, and he won the Cy Young. He was doing good in 2021, starting the season off with the sticky stuff. To me, he needs the sticky stuff to be good, and I personally just don't think that he is good without the sticky stuff. And you can't use the sticky stuff anymore. They came cracking down on it.
Thank God for that. Thank God for that, by the way. And then the question is, in 2020, how many guys do you think were using sticky stuff off the top of your head? We're talking dozens, hundreds,
I can't get an exact number, but I can give you a percentage of the pitchers in the league that I think were personally using it.
Yeah.
I'd say easily 65%.
Okay. So that's majority. That's
That's
majority.
majority. Yes.
So that being said, if they were all using the sticky stuff, including Trevor Bauer, and Trevor Bauer was still significantly better, even though they all had the advantage, they all had the edge,
Yeah.
does prove one way or another that Trevor Bauer performed better
With
regardless.
with the sticky stuff. Listen, if they're both using the sticky stuff, some people might be able to play better with the sticky
Yeah.
stuff, but other people might be able to gradually get better with the sticky stuff. So let me put it this way, okay?
Yeah.
Let's say Trevor Bauer is right here without the sticky stuff. And then someone like, just give me a random pitcher off the top of your head.
Tukey, McKenzie, Tristan McKenzie.
Okay, I don't know who that is. All right.
The kid
Bauer's
on
here.
Indians.
Bauer's here, okay? And then the guy that you mentioned is like right above him like this, okay? If he uses the sticky stuff, it might only bring him up to here.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. But if Trevor Bauer uses the sticky stuff, it might bring him up to here.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So like
Yeah,
somebody might be better without the sticky stuff than Trevor Bauer is. But with the sticky stuff, Trevor Bauer just gets incredibly better.
So you're saying that he knows how to use the sticky stuff better, or it just coincidentally benefits him more?
No, I think he knows how to use the sticky stuff better. Absolutely.
Okay.
Listen, he invented his own sticky stuff. You know this. Yeah, he
Because you were talking about it last week. You guys were saying that he said that and MLB's not going to crack down on sticky stuff, so he's going to use his own sticky stuff. Okay. Yeah. Well, he was playing along.
No, I don't blame him for using the sticky stuff. Let me put it this way. I don't blame him for using it. If he used it, I'm not mad. But I personally think without the sticky stuff, he's not good.
That's fine. That's different. That's fine.
What I'm saying.
Yeah. That's fine. That's okay.
And listen, I think he knows how to use the sticky stuff better. He paid a bunch of scientists to like put together the best type of formula for a sticky substance.
That's nuts, dude.
Like he actually did this.
That's on another level. But Mom, I was like trying to logic. My microphone stand is having an episode. My logic was, I was just reading something about like a tweet about Tristan McKenzie the other day. That's why he came to my mind. He's a pitcher for the Indians. Like you said, off the top of my damn head, Tristan McKenzie, and he's young, and Bauer, Tristan McKenzie, and Bauer. They're both using sticky stuff. Both using the same amount of sticky stuff. But McKenzie has an ERA of 4.12. Bauer has an ERA of 2.75. They're both using the sticky stuff. What I was thinking is Bauer. What you're saying, Bauer knows how to use it better. He has better sticky stuff. He knows how to, well, whatever. And that's a good point. So, this past year or two has been interesting. We've seen a couple of fall aparts, breakdowns at the All-Star break, and when they crack down on the sticky stuff.
I hate to break the news to you, but it honestly seems like Taijuan Walker's not going to be.
I know.
Yeah.
He was the first one that came to my mind. Taijuan fell apart, but here's the thing with Taijuan. I think he got tired because he doesn't have a history of pitching 4 years. I think he got tired.
Also.
Taijuan got tired, but listen, he had some starts against good teams, the Giants and the Dodgers. He was dealing. Late in the year, after they cracked down on the sticky stuff in August. It was mid to late August, 2021. He had a no-hitter against the Dodgers in I think the seventh inning, sixth or seventh inning.
I was watching that game.
Yeah, the Giants. He was set. He was lined up against the Giants. I think he was dealing. The Yankees. He had one bad inning. I think he gave up 2 or 3 home runs in a span of 2 innings, and then he didn't give up a single hit he was 4 innings later, locked down the Yankees, and they say he pitched horribly in that game. He had 1 to 2 bad innings, and then he was dealing. Joe Buck was really.
We don't need to hear about Joe Buck.
I don't like Joe Buck, but he was the voice that night, and he was really hyping up Taiwan Walker because he was dealing. So I think Taiwan has the stuff. I think maybe he just fell apart mentally, or he got tired. But there is a good chance that the sticky stuff definitely had an effect on his performance.
I hope.
Thanks for saying that.
I hope for his sake and the Mets' sake that Walker did not fall apart mentally. Because if he fell apart mentally, then he probably will not start off mentally healthy in 2022.
Yeah, even his last start. Yeah, that's true. But even his last start of the year, I don't know. Maybe being an all-star was the worst thing for him. You don't know. His last start of the year, he was dealing. He was dealing, and somehow got the loss because I think Luis Rojas pulled the cord on his start too early. There's a lot of things that happened.
Luis Rojas, Mets
but
legend.
Mets legend, Luis.
That's a legendary manager.
He's about to become a Yankee legend too. So
Yankees. You know what he's gonna do? You know what he's gonna do?
What?
He's gonna send Aaron Judge around third base when the ball's already in the infield again.
Yeah, I was. Oh man.
I think that was Phil Nevin. I don't remember the third base coach for the Yankees.
The Mets got a new third base coach too, I believe.
Mets got a full new coaching staff except for the pitching coach.
But
the Mets hired the Yankees hitting coach. They hired a new bench coach just a few days ago. Forgot his name. They have Buck Showalter now. They have a new third and first base coach, I believe. They have a new bullpen coach. And that bullpen coach better be really good because, listen, I'm not one to nitpick on managers' certain weaknesses, but just like Terry Collins, Buck Showalter's weakness is the bullpen. He does not know how to manage a bullpen.
Yeah,
and that was Terry Collins. That was practically Terry Collins. Terry Collins was a great all-around manager, but it just for whatever reason that bullpen was always tired.
Terry Collins was the man. I liked him.
Terry Collins is a great manager. Mets, you know what? He's probably going to be a Mets, Hall of Fame manager.
Mets legend.
Terry Collins, the whole running out after Chase Utley almost got hit by Syndergaard, that whole entire thing. Oh my God. That was amazing.
Legend. Mets legend. Yeah, he had a couple.
Who else is another legend for the Mets, manager-wise?
Willie Randolph.
I was going to say Valentine.
Yeah.
My dad almost met him.
Where?
I don't know where, but I could tell you the story. So this is how the story went. So one day, I don't remember who it was, but someone in my family was getting married. And my dad and my uncle Greg, they're both huge Met fans. Both of them. They were having some type of, they were at the wedding. They got hung over that night. And then the next morning they woke up, they were just hung over as shit that morning. They go down the elevator and they were walking out of the elevator. And as they were walking out of the elevator, Bobby Valentine walked into the elevator.
Oh shit, wow.
And the doors shut. My dad turned around and just saw him for a brief second, noticed that was Bobby Valentine. Doors shut. He went up. And then my dad turned and looked at my Uncle Greg and said, "You know who that was?" My Uncle Greg goes, "No, who?" He goes, "That was just Bobby Valentine."
Shit, dude, you chased after that son of a bitch.
My dad also had a Mickey Mantle signed baseball. Lost that.
Are you sure he was? Sure it was Bobby Valentine? Did Bobby Valentine have a good reason to be there at that moment?
What?
Did Bobby Valentine have a good reason to be there at that moment?
Well, it was in Queens.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah.
It's not like it was a coincidence. If it was randomly in California, then
Yeah, absolutely.
It's what it could be like. Yeah, that probably was him, but it also probably wasn't. But it was in Queens, so
yeah,
it's not like and it was also during the summer. So during baseball season, he's in Queens. There's no it's not like a weird thing to see him.
I agree. Okay, yeah. My father went to I think a chiropractor or some sort of doctor in Manhattan, and he walked into the waiting room and Sandy Alderson was sitting in there. My dad had a conversation with him about the Mets, a very brief conversation about the Mets. Because it's hard to not go up to him and be like, "So Sandy, what's going on?
This
what are we doing this year?"
This isn't baseball related, but I can actually tell you a funny story about a football player. So you know who Boomer Eisen is? I think that's his last name, Eisen.
No, I've never heard that name.
All right, so you know the show WFAN? You know the radio show?
Yes.
Okay, so you know the morning show Boomer and Geo? Or Geo and Boomer, whichever it is? Okay, you know who Carton Roberts is? What? Okay, never mind. Forget it. All right. So Boomer is a famous...
Booger McFarland?
Boomer is a famous quarterback. Previously played for the New York Jets. Okay.
I look this guy up now.
So he lived on Long Island. Okay.
Yeah.
He was the high school quarterback of my dad's like enemies. You know, like every single team, like school has like that neighborhood rival for like stuff like that. Like,
yes, I understand.
Okay. So he was the neighborhood rival for the football team. Okay. Mm-hmm. My dad, when he was in middle school, went to a high school party that he happened to be at. And from a couple yards over, they all decided to buy eggs and they were chucking them at the party. And he hit Boomer right in the head. And all of the kids ran away as soon as they hit him. And my dad was like, "Why are you running? Why are you running? You just hit Boomer in the head. That's a star quarterback."
Shit. So, yeah.
That's a story that I have.
Why have I never heard that name before?
I don't know. I mean, there's plenty of football players that I have no idea.
Yeah. I guess so. I like football, but it's not like I could live without it. Definitely.
Yeah, the only sport that I need to have is baseball. That's
baseball. Yeah, I agree. Me too. A lot of people won't agree, though. A lot of people football sense, but I don't. No.
The majority of I won't even say the world because it's not the world, but the majority of America would be like that. The world loves baseball.
Yeah.
You know what I really missed?
Baseball.
You know what I really missed?
What?
The World Baseball Classic. Mm-hmm.
Baseball.
Baseball is the national sport in so many countries.
Dominican Republic and these guys. They come from the Dominican Republic. They come from Venezuela.
America.
Come from Puerto Rico.
You know what the national sport in Canada is?
Hockey.
No.
They like hockey.
They love hockey. It's not hockey. It's lacrosse.
Lacrosse. I've never seen a lacrosse game ever.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, in like around the country, like you can just like randomly get D1 scholarships for lacrosse. Are you gonna go pro in lacrosse? There's no freaking pro league that anybody watches. And if there is, it's like the MLS.
I mean, SNY has what they have: poker, chess, lots of chess games and poker. Not SNY. ESPN.
The World Series of Poker.
Chess, poker, bowling. ESPN.
Oh, speaking of bowling, did you see who bowled a 300 game?
Scarpacci?
No, he got close.
He bowled a 270, right?
Yep, he got very close.
That's good shit.
Yep.
Who bowled a 300?
Mookie Betts.
Oh, no way.
Mookie Betts is just an all-around athlete. This dude...
the guy can just do anything.
Listen, the dude is the best defensive right fielder in baseball. At one time, arguably top, 2 baseball player at the time. He could bowl 300 in freaking bowling. He's done that twice or 3 times now. Have you ever seen him play football? The dude plays football at an amazing level. He can play he golfs like crazy. He golfs better than Yoenis Cespedes on the off season.
Legend.
Mookie Betts is just an all-around athlete.
On the off season, during the season,
when he's not jumping off a freaking horse, when he's not being chased by a wild bull.
Yeah, ridiculous.
No, not Bull. Sorry, Boar. Boar. Got chased by a boar.
What, Justin Bohr?
Justin Boar.
So James, Jose Reyes.
Wow, we really went off on a tangent there.
Jeez, Justin Bohr. That's a name.
Justin Bohr is a name that I did recently talk about him though. My brother asked me what happened to Justin Bohr, and I was like, I'm pretty sure he retired.
A legend. I think he's playing in the Korean League.
Probably, I have no idea. Well, what happened was, he did that. He had that like good couple year stint with Miami. He got traded to Philly with JT Realmuto. He didn't do that good, so then I think the Phillies DFA'd him, and then the Angels picked him up. And then he played like shit for the Angels, got sent down to the AAA, and then retired from Major League Baseball after the AAA. Unfortunately, I did like Justin Bohr.
Justin Bohr was the guy.
Wasn't Justin Bohr the one that got thrown out by Bartolo Colon?
I was just gonna say that. He was the guy who Bartolo hit the behind the back flip.
No.
Only Justin Bohr would not beat that out.
Or Yasmani Grandal. But still, imagine not being able to beat something like that out. Did you see in 2019 that video of Bartolo Colon beating out D. Gordon?
What?
Yeah, D. Gordon bunted a ball to first base, and Bartolo Colon ran, got it, and beat him to the first base bag.
No shit. What team was he on then?
The Rangers? It was either 18 or 19. I don't remember if... Yeah. I remember in 20... No, it was... All right. It was either 18 or 19. I don't remember. Listen, I really don't remember. But Bartolo Colon had Bartolo Colon had a no-hitter. Actually, a perfect game into the 8th inning against the Astros in either 18 or 19 one year.
Legend. No, definitely. That's he's a Hall of Famer or no?
No.
He's a Cy Young winner.
Yeah, but anybody can have one good year. Listen, I'm not saying he's had bad years. Okay, let me just put it that way.
He won one Cy Young.
But his career is not good enough. He's had the length that most people would want, but in those periods, you just wasn't eye popping to watch.
In 2003, 9 complete games. 2000, he led baseball in that 9 complete games. 2003.
But look at his career. Just look at his career stats.
Never won an ERA title. Yeah, never really came close. I don't think to winning an ERA title.
You got to look at his career stats. I think his career ERA is in the high 3s. His ERA plus is in the low 100s, stuff like that.
Low walk rate.
Yeah, he didn't walk people. He didn't strike people out either.
He was a legend. You gotta love him. You just gotta love him. Home run. I was watching during the home run.
He played for 14 different teams, and he still wants to play. You see pitches in the Mexican League, I think.
Yeah, he's still pitching. The guy's still playing. He's 48 years old.
I remember he was
mastodon.
Freaking Bartolo Colon trying to prove himself. I remember when he first made the Instagram account in 2019 or 2020.
No.
All right, well, he made an Instagram account just to post videos of him striking people out, okay?
Legend.
And guess what the first videos were? He was striking out 12, 13, 14-year-old kids.
Where?
In Mexico.
Oh.
He was striking out 12.
High school, or he's playing with them in leagues? Because I don't know how they do things over there. You never know.
Well, no, now when he actually plays games, he's pitching against retired baseball players and other people like that. Yeah. David Ortiz sometimes shows up and plays a couple games in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, guys like Brandon Phillips does that. Yeah,
Justin, what's his name? Jason Worth. Remember Jason Worth
from the Phillies, the Nationals, right?
Nationals and Mariners. Remember when he showed up? Did you ever see that video of him showing up to a an adult league, something like that? It's not it wasn't the Atlanta Coastal League. It was an adult league. Yes. He showed up there and he had a moonshot and then just never played again.
Yeah.
The first pitch. It was the first pitch, one at bat. Someone threw him a fastball right down the middle. He dick slapped it to left field, and that was that.
I remember. Yeah. iconic. A moonshot. Ichiro's all over the place too.
Huh?
Ichiro, he's all over the place.
Oh, what? He just plays randomly?
I don't know. He's all over the place. He's like playing with high school kids too. He's taking swings on
In
high
America
school.
or Japan? Because I know he lives in
Not
Japan.
America, not in America.
Yeah,
He's
I was
all-
gonna say he lives in Japan.
Yeah,
He moved back.
I love him, dude. I love him.
So do I.
He's one of the best greatest hitters ever. I love him.
Ichiro
Wow.
Suzuki. What a guy. I remember one time, it was in 2016 or 17, the Marlins were in town, and I was at a Met game, okay? And I watched Ichiro Suzuki get to first base on a drop third strike call, okay? Travis d'Arnaud dropped it, obviously.
Yeah.
And he turned that drop third strike call from first into a double. And then the next pitch, stole third.
Shit.
And then in like 2 pitches later, the ball got away from d'Arnaud and he took off for home.
Off the strikeout.
Off of a strikeout, yep.
Only Ichiro. I love him. I love him. He was so damn good. His baseball IQ was through the roof. He was just so damn good. Career 320 batting average with the Mariners. I know you don't like batting average, but he could hit. Okay, he could hit.
Batting average.
For a guy like Ichiro,
Ichiro Suzuki will always have a place here, okay? Even though he was good as a Yankee, it still was very, nice to see him play.
like I said, either die a hero or live long enough to become a villain.
He didn't live long enough to become a villain. I don't know a single person that hates Ichiro Suzuki. So
No, I mean it's considering he was on the Yankees. That's the joke.
yeah, no, listen, I got it, but there's Yankee players that I don't hate. So
Obviously not, but it's the idea of going to the Yankees that's taboo across
the evil empire.
Yeah.
All right, listen, we're gonna take a break real quick. We'll be right back. Don't click off the video. All right, be right back. And we're back. Sorry for the delay. Had to take care of some business. Anyway, as we were saying, Ichiro, I think we were talking about Ichiro.
Yeah, we're talking about how much I love Ichiro Suzuki.
Hey, me too.
The only guy who could pull off being remembered for his first name.
That is true. That is true. Suzuki is his first name, not Ichiro.
Right?
That is true.
I just remembered baseball players by their first name.
Wait. No,
Mookie
sorry.
Betts.
No, his first name is Ichiro.
It's Ichiro. Yeah, I thought you were screwing around.
No, I'm sorry. I had that mixed up. His first name is Ichiro, but on his jersey, it's his first name on it. Not
Yeah.
I was all types of confused for a second.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens to the best of us.
I mean, you could like, if we talk about first names of baseball players, like if I were to say, I think
Mookie Betts, obviously.
I think Corbin is going to have a good year this year. Who would I be talking about? Like,
Corbin
him.
Burns.
Yeah. If I said like even someone so basic, like if I say like
Sale, not Sale. That's his last name. Clayton.
Chris is going to have a good year.
Clayton.
Yeah, Kershaw's going to have a great year. Nolan. Jacob DeGrom.
Madison.
Bumgarner.
Madison. That's what I said.
Bumgarner.
Yasmani.
Yadier.
Yadier. JT.
JT Realmuto.
These are easy.
I'll give you a hard one. Carlos.
Carrasco? That's the first one that came to my mind.
Correa, Carrasco.
Yeah, Correa, you're right.
Andrelton.
Simmons. Aaron.
Judge. Unfortunately.
I was gonna say Hicks. No, I'm joking.
Hell no. Oh God.
Loop.
Luke.
I was gonna say Aaron Loop
Oh, legend.
for 2021 Mets.
He's a legend.
Oh, let me tell you a story about the 2021 Mets. For whatever reason, this just came to my mind. Okay, you know what game I was at?
Tell me.
And this just randomly came up. I was at my girlfriend's house a Saturday night. Okay,
Yeah.
and my friend calls me up. He goes, "Yo, you want to go to a Met game tomorrow night?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Who's pitching?" He goes, DeGrom. I'm like, "Hell yeah, I want to fucking go." I'm like, am I not going to go to a DeGrom
Yeah,
game?
yeah.
Keep in mind, this would be my second game that the Mets did
Yeah.
that DeGrom was starting. The first game that I went to, DeGrom lost the game 1-0 after pitching 7 scoreless. He pitched 7 innings of 2 hit baseball and 1 run. Okay,
This
and
year?
it was 2021. It was against the Red Sox.
Of course it was.
But that's why I went to that game, and it just happened that DeGrom was pitching. He was
that's epic. That's super dope.
versing Nick Pivetta. Nick Pivetta threw 6 innings of scoreless baseball. And then that's when the bullpen came in, and then just, 7, 8, 9, there was no hits for the Mets.
Yeah. Nice. Real nice.
DeGrom threw 2 hit baseball, 1 run, and it all came in the first inning. It was a double and then a single, and the double scored after the single. Okay?
Yeah.
That game was it was just like so fun. But that's not even the game I was talking
That's
about.
not the game you're talking about. Yeah.
The game that I was talking about, my friend goes, "Oh, you want to come to this game?" And they were versing the Cubs. Okay. So, all right. So we go to the game. Obviously, this was right after the whole chant started of MVP. MVP. When everybody started chanting MVP for DeGrom every single start. Okay.
Yeah.
So DeGrom punches out the first guy. That's when you start hearing little bits of MVP.
Yeah. Well,
MVP.
when was this? This was May, I assume. May or June-ish, right? Probably. I think he stopped pitching in July-ish.
I don't remember when it was.
Yeah. I think it was like the second week of July, around there, when JD Davis came on. They got on.
All right. Well, let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Anthony Rizzo and Javier Baez and Chris Bryant were still Cubs.
Okay, yeah, so July,
They were all still
early
Cubs.
to mid-July, yeah.
So the first person punches out, strikes him out, MVP. And everybody starts like chanting it like a little bit. And then the second person punches him out, MVP. Everybody starts going on and on. Third batter, Anthony Rizzo. I've never seen a higher hit ball that was not a home run, okay? Anthony Rizzo nuked this ball, and it was caught at the warning track. Okay, everybody's jaw dropped when Anthony Rizzo hit this ball. Okay, we went like this. We went like this. We watch it, and by the way, it was an 0-2 count, and Anthony Rizzo hit this ball like a nuke. So he could have been sitting on 5 different pitches, and he sat on the right pitch too. So we're all like this. He hits the ball, and we go like that because we all thought it was gone. Everybody in the crowd thought it was gone. I forgot who it was. Probably Conforto. Conforto made the catch. Unless if Conforto was injured at that time. I don't remember. But Conforto made the catch. Everybody was like, MVP. And then he strikes out the next 6 batters. Okay?
Yeah. That's epic.
Out of nowhere, my friend gets an announcement from, my friend's mom calls him and goes, "Oh, yeah, by the way, they took DeGrom out." DeGrom, this was the game that DeGrom came out for, that elbow issue.
I remember that game. I
was at that game.
I remember that. The Mets still won that game, right?
No.
They lost?
The Mets bullpen blew the whole game. The next inning, I forgot who it was. It wasn't Aaron Loop, but there was another lefty in the Mets bullpen.
I don't know. No, there wasn't. I don't know. Reed Foley came in.
Maybe, no. I don't know.
I could have sworn the Mets won that game, dude.
No, they did not.
Actually, maybe it was Reed Foley.
Anthony, is he a lefty?
I don't know. He's a guy with a weird lineup, weird wind up. He hunches over. Then when he sets his feet, he's still hunched over. Then he stands straight up.
I don't remember exactly who it was.
The orange hair.
Listen, all I know is I'm pretty sure it was a lefty, but I know it wasn't Loop because I love Loop, and if you do something like this, I don't love you anymore. Okay? This guy comes in, all right? He gives up a base hit to the first batter. Okay?
Who was this, dude?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He gives up a base hit to the first batter. We're like, all right, here comes Mets bullpen about to blow it. He gets
Yeah.
the next batter out. Okay, strikes out the next batter. So we're like, okay, maybe there's a little bit of hope. Anthony Rizzo nukes a home run. Okay, so he gets revenge for his fly ball that wasn't a home run. And then after that, everything fell apart. They just kept scoring and scoring and scoring and scoring. And we were just like pissed off. Me and my friend left at the 8th inning. We didn't even finish the game.
Dude, I think you're talking about the wrong game.
No.
Shit, no, because you sure it was the Cubs?
Yeah, I know it was the Cubs.
Shit.
DeGrom came out during a Cub game because I remember it was Anthony Rizzo that had hit the nuke.
Yeah.
Listen, let me look this up. Easy lookups. This is what we're gonna do.
Marcus Stroman pitched and won. They lost. Then DeGrom came out, and then Reed Foley came in. Loop came in. Castro, May, Smith, and Diaz. Yeah, so DeGrom pitched 3 innings. Reed Foley came in. I was right about that. I remember these things so
Did they
well.
win the game?
1 earned run. Yeah, and then Drew Smith gave up 2 earned runs.
Okay, I'm thinking of a different game that we left then.
The Mets won that game 6-3.
Okay.
I remember
All right.
the Mets won that game.
Okay. I'm thinking of a different game then, but I was at that game that DeGrom did get pulled out of. Okay? It was against the Cubs, right?
Yeah, the Mets won that game. Though.
I was at that. Okay, I was at that game. I'm probably all right. I have 2 different games mixed up of the outcome now.
It was Reed Foley. I remember that was his first game off the injured list, I think, and then the rest of the Mets bullpen literally did, and they won.
All right, then I'm definitely thinking of a different game because I remember last season leaving a game after DeGrom start pissed off. And I went to multiple DeGrom starts.
Well, that was probably it because you probably wanted to see DeGrom pitch the whole game.
No, it was because DeGrom didn't get the win and the Mets lost.
So I don't know. There was one game against the Braves where David Peterson.
I was at that game. It was in Atlanta, right?
It was in Atlanta.
They lost 23-3.
You were in Atlanta?
I was at that game.
You were in Atlanta?
I was in Atlanta for that game. Yep.
Really? You just happened to be in Atlanta? You just happened to be there?
No, it was because listen, remember I said that my brother dates a girl in Georgia?
Yeah.
It was when he was visiting.
Shit, really?
Yes.
That's crazy.
My dad took me to the Brave game.
True. Holy shit. That's nuts.
We went to that game. The Mets got destroyed. It was 23-3, the final score. My uncle.
That was when Peterson broke his foot or whatever, or he hurt himself.
Yep.
And then he came out, and then everyone and their mother pitched and got
rocked. They got destroyed.
Yeah.
And listen, it didn't help that my uncle, who lives in Georgia, is a Brave fan.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So we're sitting there hoping that the Mets are going to win, and then my uncle turns around and shoves it in our face.
Dude, I remember this.
I was at that game. The final.
Albert Almora Jr. came in to pitch. Okay.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was. Sean Reed Foley came in that game. They had, I think, Tropiano.
Everybody got rocked.
Then I don't think they knew who they were going to put in because he got taken out early, and then it was just a joke. But that game was actually a blessing for the Mets because they tried out, I think it was Tropiano or one of those guys that they just picked up, and they put him in there to get rocked for 3 innings, and they didn't use any of the bullpen guys. And then they put Almora in, and they didn't end up using the bullpen, so it saved them. So really, really bad. I remember that. I remember that so well, dude. That's crazy. You were at that game in Atlanta.
By the way, noted, Atlanta's ballpark is beautiful.
Yeah, I definitely want to go.
Obviously, I want to go to every single ballpark in baseball. Dude. Right now, I have both Chicago stadiums. I have Milwaukee done. Yeah. I have Atlanta. I have both New York stadiums, and I have Fenway.
You've done Chicago?
Both.
Bro, you done Wrigley?
Wrigley Field is overrated.
Outside.
It's overrated. You go there, it's overrated. I'm telling you, it's overrated. Listen, let me put it this way. Okay. The outside of Wrigley Field is good. The inside of Wrigley Field is overrated. The outside of the White Sox stadium is terrible. The inside of that stadium is beautiful.
Wow.
I'm telling you. And I was on TV during that White Sox game because the Red Sox were in town and they pummeled the White Sox. And
so you happen to go to a Braves game when the Mets were playing the Braves, and you happen to go to a White Sox game when your Red Sox were playing the White Sox. Dude, your baseball, like,
well, no. Listen,
shit.
let me put it this way. It wasn't luck. Like, we did purposely set it up like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
But I just, we happened to go to a game that the Red Sox were going to pummel the White Sox.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah.
They won like 15.
How do I find stats from that game? Yeah.
The Red Sox ended up winning that game like 15-3 or something like that. Xander Bogaerts hit a home run. JD Martinez hit a home run. Mookie Betts hit a home run. Rafael Devers hit a home run. Like, the list went on.
Oh, God, Devers.
Devers is going to be an amazing third baseman. He's already good. He's already really good.
Devers.
Rafael Devers. I wonder if you know this about Rafael Devers. Rafael Devers is the only person in the last, it was the 2013 season. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So in the last 9 seasons, Rafael Devers is the only person to hit a home run off of Chapman as a lefty.
In 9 seasons?
9 seasons. Yep.
That's not, wow.
And he did that as a rookie.
Sick. Yeah.
And he did that to tie the game in Yankee Stadium. And then the next inning, I forgot who it was, someone hit a moonshot to take the lead, and the Red Sox ended up winning that game.
So only righties hit home runs off of Chapman.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
He pitches so much better against lefties than righties.
Yeah. You know me. I don't like him.
No, I don't like him either.
Yeah.
I'm not.
What happened with the Rays that time?
Oh, when he threw out Michael Brosseau? I think that's his last name.
I don't know who they threw at, but they were going at it. And typically, when you have a problem, you hit a player in the back, and he threw it
at his
right
head.
at his head. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Michael Brosseau. And then Michael Brosseau in the playoffs hit that walk-off home run.
Legend.
Mm-hmm. I know what you're talking about.
And then the Tampa Bay Rays genius manager picks Chapman for the All-Star game. Still, the following year, like nothing happened.
Yeah. Don't hold grudges.
I guess.
Listen. A lot of people in baseball really hold grudges, but at the same time, they don't. I forgot who it was, but you know how there's like that whole thing where like Tony La Russa and Dusty Baker don't like each other.
I didn't know that.
Okay, well they started out as really good friends, and then they got into a bunch of heated arguments, and then their players' benches, like, all right, so Dusty Baker was, Jesus.
Yeah.
Dusty Baker was the Cubs. No, he was the Reds manager. Dusty Baker was the Reds manager. And Tony La Russa was the Cardinals manager. And Tony La Russa was the NL All-Star manager. Okay?
Yeah.
And he denied why can't I remember his name? Well, I have his face in my head too. He's an old, like, not old, like, but like he was a Red shortstop.
A shortstop for the Reds?
Shortstop for the Reds.
What was he? Was he white?
No, he was black.
Straight up, just black or like
Probably was Dominican. You know what? I'm just gonna look him up.
what year was this?
It was a few years ago.
Yeah, a while ago. Yeah.
Let me look this up.
Yeah, damn, dude. I don't know. It's funny how I don't know that.
It's weird that I don't know that. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
actually,
literally like freaking like. Oh, this is
yeah,
going here. Okay.
yeah, that's weak, dude.
Maybe it wasn't their shortstop. Oh, it was their second baseman. That's right. Stupid. Brandon Phillips.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest him, but second base. Yeah, I love him. I love him, by the way.
Sorry. Ashton's being a pain in the ass.
Oh,
He wants to leave, but it's like freaking 20 degrees outside.
I'll let him out.
I'm not letting him out. He wants to, but I'm not going to. Anyway, Brandon Phillips.
Yeah,
So Tony La Russa did not pick Brandon Phillips for the reserve of the All-Star game strictly because he did not like Dusty Baker.
yeah.
Grudge, just grudges. That's what I'm saying. People have grudges and other people don't.
And that's an amazing player.
Oh yeah, Brandon Phillips was a great second baseman,
Yeah.
especially that year. The fact that first of all, he got snubbed to start the All-Star game. Let me say that. And then to not make the reserves was even worse. Like, remember when Tyon Walker almost didn't make the All-Star team?
Yeah.
It was like worse than that. Like,
yeah, of course, I'd imagine. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And Brandon Phillips one time openly spoke out saying he does not like the Cardinals. And the next game that he played against the Cardinals, Yadier Molina got in his face. Because you know how Yadi is.
Of course he did. Yeah.
I don't blame Yadi for doing that either. Listen, I like a good old-fashioned baseball fight. I really do.
Me too, but
Remember in 2019 when Daniel Murphy was a Rocky and he hit that home run and then a Mets player pegged Ian Desmond right in the back?
was there a fight that came about?
Almost. There almost was. Daniel Murphy hopped the barricade and started running out to the Mets.
That I remember. I remember his stupid.
I was at that game too.
I remember his stupid face when he hopped the barricade. You were at that. You were at that game too. I assume it wasn't. I assume it wasn't in Queens.
No, it was.
Of course it. Okay.
Yeah, it was in Citi Field. I've never been to a Coors Field.
Yeah. I want to go to Coors.
So do I. I want to go to all baseball stadiums.
Yeah.
I'd love to go to all baseball stadiums. I was supposed to go to Dodger Stadium in 2020, but then, COVID.
Oh yeah.
My brother never bought the tickets because my brother never bought the tickets because in 2020 nobody was allowed to go to the stadium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What a joke.
So that's why I never went to Dodger Stadium. But hopefully hopefully I can go to Oakland before they leave because they're leaving Oakland. So nobody wants to be there anymore. The players don't want to play there anymore. The manager doesn't. The team doesn't want to be there. So
Would you want to be in Oakland?
No. You know what? And as a player, like as a batter there, I don't see why I wouldn't want to leave because Oakland's the biggest stadium in baseball. And if you're if you're a hitter there, like it's so much space for you to get out.
What do you mean out?
Like let's say you hit a ball really far. It might be a home run in, 20 different ballparks, but Oakland's so big that it's not gonna be a home run. Or you might hit a ball. You might hit a ball that, gets, high in the air, okay?
Yeah.
You might hit a ball that gets hit high in the air, all right? but it's hit so high in the air and it doesn't, it doesn't get tracked down that it'll just be an out. Like it'll catch it like before the warning track or at the warning track, stuff like that.
We'll hit it in the gap.
Well, you could try that.
Just like you can try it at home run.
No, yeah, you're right. But listen, there's
hit a slap shot.
more.
You don't want to have this discussion again with me. Bunt.
I'll have the discussion with you.
Bunt. You could bunt.
You can't bunt because the infield's just as big as a regular infield, so that makes no difference. Talking about the outfield. The outfield. Oh, and also another thing why Oakland's bad is because the foul field is so big too.
Yeah.
So if you hit a fly ball that just happens like if you hit a fly ball that would normally go into the into the back stands of the field.
Yeah.
Instead of it going there, it would just be in play to catch.
Yeah.
Oakland's just so big.
Oh no, it's just a fielder's ballpark.
Yeah, but it's big. That's what I'm saying.
It's beneficial.
It's a pitcher's ballpark.
Yeah, exactly. It's beneficial for the defense.
Yeah.
Well, so I mean, I really don't see the issue because you're on offense 9 times in a game and usually on defense 9 times in a game.
Well, defense. Listen.
Maybe it's not nice on your offensive stats.
Yes, and obviously, you don't go into. For example, you don't go into the Hall of Fame for your defensive stats.
Yeah, I guess not. Unless
you could be the greatest defensive player in the world and the worst offensive player in the world, and you will not make the Hall of Fame.
That's very sad. I wish it wasn't like that, but I agree.
It really is sad, and you know what? Honestly, if people just play that game, then it's just so stupid. It really is.
Oakland Athletics.
Oakland Athletics, soon to be the Las Vegas Gamblers.
Las Vegas Gamblers.
They're about to lose
their. I didn't think you to come up with that.
They're about not that hard. Las Vegas Gamblers. They gamble.
Yeah, I know. That's the point.
You know how
you're really not getting my irony tonight, man. We're not on the same comedic level tonight.
No, I'm not. Not tonight. I think it's me missing Andrew.
You miss Scarpacci?
Yeah, I miss us teaming up on you about batting average.
Bunt. Dude, just shut the bunt, man. Yeah.
Even if you do bunt, it doesn't even give you like a statistical advantage of even getting on base. So, there's that.
Well, it might if you're fast. If you're Juan Pierre.
Well, yeah, but there's only one Juan Pierre. Like,
he's a legend.
There's a lot more people that are better at hitting gappers and home runs than there are people that can master a bunt.
I know, but bunting is a science.
It's like you ever see what they do in Japan?
Yeah, they do like the bunt.
They have
derby.
a bunt derby. They have a bunt derby and a home run derby.
That's awesome, dude. I definitely watched the bunt derby.
You know what? I want to just put this in perspective. I'm gonna be the first person to say this. Okay, this is what I want them to do for like the All-Star break. Okay, I want them to have a pitching derby too. Okay,
yeah. Just like
you take like the person who led the league in votes for the All-Star game, okay, on one side, okay, and then for the NL too, like the NL and AL, you take those two, and then you have the NL player pitch against the AL player, okay, and then the NL player pitch against the AL player, and whoever does the best out of 10 at bats wins the derby.
But you need like a lot more players than just what you just described. You need
no, just two pitchers. That's it. The two starters on each side.
So can the hitter can't win? He's just there to participate?
Yeah, he's just there to like help the bat. Like a pitcher can't win the home run derby.
Yeah, but you get to choose your pitcher.
Well, no, I understand that.
Like a bench coach, the New York Mets bench coach doesn't get much credit for Pete Alonso winning the home run derby, but like,
Well, he should. Wait, who pitched for him in 2019?
I don't know.
Because it wasn't the bench coach, and whoever that was did a horrific job for him.
Yeah, I don't know. The bench coach did phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And
plus MVP of course Field too. Just helping out a little.
But everyone had the advantage. They hit in the same. That's it. They hit in the same ballpark, and he won it in 2019.
I personally thought Joey Gallo was going to win it.
Well, that's the only thing he's decent at. So.
Well, no, he's a 3 outcome player. He can walk too.
Yeah, he can walk when
he can also strike out.
You don't want to throw him strikes. He can walk.
He can walk. He could strike out. He can hit dingers. 3 outcome player.
Adam Dunn.
Adam Dunn
2.0, but better, way better than Adam Dunn.
A lot better because he's also
potentially the worst defensive player of all time. Adam Dunn.
You know who's the most average player in baseball? Well, this was until the 2020 season because this was made in 2019.
Yeah, who?
Rougned Odor.
Average, like straight up, complete.
Like almost every single stat of his was just basically the average in every single category.
100 OPS.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Like I'm like no joke. He had the average of batting average of all players, on base percentage, slugging, stuff like that. He was like the closest statistically to the average of everything.
He's he had
his WAR was 0.
Yeah. Wow, really?
Yeah. Or not exactly 0, but close to 0. It was like point something.
He had a good year or two with the Rangers. That's really it.
Yeah, he had a couple seasons where he hit like north of 25 home runs. One season, 33. Don't get me wrong, but he's just the other seasons he was just atrocious, and he's not really the greatest defensive player either. So the only thing he's good at is his hands. When he threw that punch to Jose Bautista,
that right hook, that was a nasty right hook.
We all knew Jose Bautista was done after that. And then Kevin Pillar was running out after everything.
Dude, he had 3 guys, bro. He was like, "Come on." You have to love Superman. You just have to love Kevin Pillar, man.
Kevin Pillar took that fastball to the face
like a champ. Honestly, if you don't love Kevin Pillar, you don't love baseball.
Who was that Angels player that took that fastball to the face trying to bunt?
When?
It was like in 2013. It was a while ago. But basically, so he stuck out to bunt, and the ball, I think it was a 2-seamer, and it just came in on him and hit him directly in the nose.
I don't remember.
It was
Kendrys Morales? Was it Morales?
No. Yeah. I could look it up. I could show you. Remember when Stanton got hit in the face?
I don't remember that either.
You don't remember Stanton getting hit in the face?
No.
You remember Randy Johnson hitting the bird?
That I remember.
Let me see if I can get this.
Yeah, of course.
Right, that's Pillar's video of getting hit in the face. All right, Cowgill is his name.
Colin Cowgill?
I have no idea what his first name is. It didn't come up.
Because he was a Met. He was a Met. I remember him on the Mets. He was an outfielder for the Mets.
Look, watch this. Boom. Right there in the face. You can see the blood dripping.
Oh, sheesh.
Yeah, it was bad.
Colin Cowgill. He was a Met.
Watch this.
Not for long, but he was a Met.
Right there in the got him scored. He was crying from that.
Yeah.
Stanton hit in face. Can't believe you've never seen this. And then you ever see his revenge video? Watch this. Boom, right there. That's why Stanton wears the face guard now.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Because he got hit in the face. It doesn't really show anything bad. You can't really see it because he lies on his side the whole time. But watch.
Yeah.
Stanton gets his revenge. Because this is, all right, so obviously 2 different teams. All right, this is still the same pitcher that hit Stanton when he was in Miami. But watch what happens.
Yeah.
Throws a changeup, hits Stanton right in the elbow. Stanton gets a little mad.
Yeah,
He starts jawing.
You know him.
Yeah. But honestly, I don't blame him. You hit me in the face before, you hit me in the elbow now. Oh, and that's James McCann, by the way.
Yep, the Tigers legend James McCann.
Yeah. And then later on, oh yeah, that's the look back when he got hit.
Oh shit, yeah, it's tough to watch, dude.
This is when he got hit in the elbow.
Yeah.
That
grazed him, man.
This is his revenge.
Yeah. Later on in the game?
Yeah. Nukes it.
You had it coming.
And just wait till you see what Stanton does.
Yeah.
When he rounds, I think when he touches home plate. Either rounds third base or touches home plate, he does something. It wasn't that. It was this. Yeah, it's when he touches home plate. He points out to him.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
You gotta love it.
Little baseball controversy. I love it. You ever see those videos of freaking David Ortiz getting pissed off at Orioles?
For hitting him?
No. Well, there was this one time. David Ortiz, I forgot the exact situation, but basically, this pitcher that the Orioles had didn't like David Ortiz. David Ortiz didn't like him. So David Ortiz was up to bat one time, and he swung at a ball, and he popped it up to the first baseman or something. And David Ortiz looked at it. He got upset that he popped the ball up, and then he put his bat down, and he started jogging over to first base. Like any normal baseball player would. And his running is actually like his jogging. David Ortiz is a slow dude.
I know.
Obviously, David Ortiz runs like he has freaking 9 pounds of shit in his freaking pants.
I know.
But, it's because he's slow. So the pitcher that the Orioles had told him, was like, run, go to first base, run. And David Ortiz didn't like that. David Ortiz rushed the mound, and he almost hit him a couple times. There was a few shots that David Ortiz, if he hit him, he would have been knocked out cold.
Yeah.
David Ortiz threw this one mean uppercut that missed him by this much.
Who was the pitcher?
I don't know.
That's just guys you don't want to be messing with, man. You don't want to be messing with Big Pop. You don't want to be messing with Giancarlo Stanton. Dude, Stanton's the last guy I'm messing with, bro. Really.
Kevin Gregg is his name.
Yeah. Francisco Lindor's biological son, Giancarlo Stanton.
Mm-hmm. Baby in him.
That was game of the year, man. That was that and the 9/11 game were the game of the year for New York teams, and maybe
I was supposed to go to the 9/11 game.
Huh?
I was supposed to go to the 9/11 game. So,
what happened?
All right. So my dad, my neighbor, and somebody my neighbor knows all split 3-way season tickets.
Yeah.
Okay. And they pick out games that they go to. Okay. And I was gonna pick the 9/11 game, but the guy picked it before me.
Oh, okay.
So I couldn't pick it. So we decided to pick a different Yankee game. Okay. And it was supposed to be the Francisco Lindor 3-run home run game. Okay. But then those tickets never came. We never got our tickets for it.
What happened?
No, we don't know. The guy never got his season tickets. Neither did the third party. So all three of us never got our tickets.
Wow, what a game! What a game that was.
There's been plenty of games that it was just I've been to, and then there was a game that I was supposed to go to. I was supposed to go to the 9/11 game. Never happened. And then we picked the game after with Lindor hitting the 3 home runs, and that game never came up. So.
Well, what about the butterfly effect? Maybe it's better that you weren't there.
I know. Maybe it is better that it didn't show up.
Who knows, man? One little freaking.
I would have gotten into an accident. Because what I do is when I go, I don't take the train into the city and everything. I just drive. I take the LIE to the Grand Central right to Citi Field. That's what I do.
That's smarter.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I mean, it's a long drive because listen, you obviously know what the Long Island Expressway is, right?
Yeah, of
You know, the
course.
Grand Central Parkway is 22A, and it's also 22B, something like that. I forget. But like, you know how it's 22A?
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm exit 68.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a long way.
Now, what do you take? An hour and a half?
No,
Oh,
not an hour and a half. A lot of times, to go there, obviously, it takes longer because there's more traffic. But to get out, it doesn't even take me like that long, honestly. I mean,
well,
obviously, you know, it takes me longer to get there than it takes me to get to my girlfriend's house because you know further distance. Like
yeah, of course.
Isabella lives off of 41, exit 41, and then they're 20, and then City Field's 22A. So
You're coming to Queens, of course. Yeah, it's different, but the things we do for a baseball game.
oh yeah,
Forget about it.
me and Isabella. It depends. We got to figure out everything. We're gonna drive up to Boston to see a Red Sox game.
Awesome,
Huh?
awesome.
But I'm gonna take
Yeah,
the ferry across the Sound. I'm not driving all the way around through Connecticut and everything like that.
fair.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take because if you just drive, I don't know if you know this, but you know how like there's the North Fork of Long Island.
Yeah.
Okay, well there's a part of the North Fork called Orient Point,
Okay.
and you can take Orient Point, the ferry there, all the way up to I think it's like Rhode Island or something.
Shit. No, I would. That's I like being in the car. I like wherever I go. If I'm driving, I like being in the
I
car.
don't.
Period. I That's just me, man.
It also doesn't help that my car is not the biggest car either.
Yeah. But we'd go from I used to go take the ferry at Cape May to go over to Maryland.
Mm,
Obviously, it's not the same ferry, but it was quicker, and
yeah,
that's the only time I've been on a ferry.
my mom, my mom, well, my family. When I was younger, my family used to drive down to Maryland because I have I have family that lives there, and then at the time, my grandma lived there too. So for Christmas every year, we drive down to Maryland.
Nice.
The driving there was just awful. I just hated it. Like
With traffic, it's 7 hours. Without traffic, it's like 5.5, 6. It's bad. It's really bad.
it's just I don't like being in a car that long.
I know. I get it.
I drove to Hershey,
Yeah.
and it was also bad. So
Well, I did Dorney. I don't know how far Dorney is from Hershey.
Hershey's not eastern Pennsylvania, but it's also not western Pennsylvania.
It's not. Maryland's bad. To Ocean City, Maryland, it was bad. It was 6 hours.
I have no idea what part of Maryland we went to though. So
Well, I went right over the border of Delaware.
yeah,
Delaware, just over the border between Delaware and Maryland. So it's right on the ocean.
Mhm.
It's beautiful over there.
But you know what?
Beautiful. I should have went to an Orioles game.
Things to do for a baseball.
Yeah, should have went to an Orioles game over there.
You should have. My dad's been to Oriole. He's been to Camden
Right.
Yards. My dad also went with my brother to Pittsburgh for PNC Park. My dad said that's the best stadium he's been to.
Wow.
PNC Park. If you sit in if you sit in like left field all the way like behind home plate, like in that area, you can see the city in the background.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really good.
I wanna go to where the Angels play.
I know what you're talking. I don't know the name of the stadium.
I want to see the Angels Stadium.
Yep.
That looks beautiful to me, and I want to see Coors.
Mine. All right. So my number one ballpark I want to really go to is Oracle.
Yeah. Oh, San Francisco.
Yeah, I want to go to the Giants
San
ballpark.
Francisco. I hate the city. I would never go to.
I hate cities. So, but I want to go to. I just want to go to the ballpark.
Yeah. I mean, I like the Oakland Stadium. Looks okay, but I would never go to Oakland. That's my thing. I would never.
Yeah, I hope I get to Oakland before they leave. I don't think I'm going to. My aunt and uncle have been to every single stadium.
Maybe San Diego. I'd like to go to.
And then they've been to a lot of they've been to a lot of minor league stadiums too.
I've been to a few.
They went to a spring training game in Florida to the Port of St. Lucie. For the
Port
Mets.
St. Louis. Yes, yes. That's
They're huge Met fans too. So
good. Yeah,
the
is
majority of
Isabella
my
a Met fan?
family. What?
Is Isabella a Met fan?
She's a Met fan. That's now a Red Sox fan. You know,
Oh yeah, you put
I
one of
I,
those.
I turned her into the dark side.
You know, to me, it's not even that's not the dark side to me. I don't because to me, Mets and Red Sox like as a Met fan, you don't love the Red Sox, but you also you like the Red Sox. I have a Red Sox hat. I have a Red Sox hat somewhere. I used to love the Red Sox. I used to like
Whenever
top Yankee fans. That was my thing when I was
whenever I
growing up.
go to a Met game, I don't have any Mets attire. I only have Red Sox attire.
Yeah,
So no matter what game I'm going to, I'm always wearing Red Sox attire. It can
yeah, of
literally
course.
not include the Red Sox at all. Okay. So I went to, when I went to the Chicago Cubs Met game that DeGrom was pitching at,
Yeah.
and I went to that game, I was getting a shit ton of crap from people. You know, it was like
Is that so?
Red Sox really, and it was Met fans. And then they go, oh, what happened in '86? They do that. So I
Oh,
don't
so they're
have.
bad. That's a Yankee thing to do.
Listen, I don't have any animosity towards the
Yeah,
Mets fan base. Like,
yeah.
do I think like a lot of Met fans are a little on the slow side? Yeah, honestly, I really do.
They probably are.
I think a lot of them are. But I do like the Mets fan base. I think
Yeah.
the majority of the Mets fan base are very nice people. And then,
We just
in
love
every single
baseball, man. We put up with a lot of
and
shit. We put
listen,
up with being the
in
second
every
best baseball
single
team.
in every single baseball like fan base, you're always going to find the bad eggs. And
Yeah,
unfortunately, I always find the bad eggs whenever I go to Citi Field.
yeah,
So if I wear my Red Sox stuff, they'll say 86. And unfortunately, I have to retaliate. So then, I just simply say to them, I was like, and how many since then?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'll say that stuff. But
But yeah,
someone to you, I'd only say that as a joke.
yeah.
You know,
I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take it the wrong way. Although
you
I would.
joke around with me saying 86 too.
No, I've never done that.
No, I'm saying you joke around with me though.
I joke around with you, but I've never brought up
Yeah.
86
No, I know.
because that's to me that's pure stupidity to bring up 86 because I wasn't born in 86. I was born in '01. So
Yeah,
I have
I
nothing
know
to
too.
say about it because with my logic, that would be the equivalent to a Yankee fan saying 27 this, 27 that. When like I know Yankee fans like my age that'll go off on 27 spiels, and I'm like, how many have you seen? You were too young to see one, 2001. If
Because
he,
if they were born in 2001, they've only seen one.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Listen, you know what? I don't go around saying, like we have four in the past like 20 years because like I've only been able to see two of them. I've only been able to see two of them, but like, if I'm going to talk about, who's been
yeah,
the best team in the past 20 years, Red Sox.
the Red
That's easy.
Sox. Shit, the answer is Red Sox.
You
Yeah.
can either say Cardinals or Giants out of that,
I think the Red
but
Sox.
I think it's the Red Sox. The Red Sox have the most consistency going to the playoffs, and they've also had the most World Series wins. So
Yeah.
the Cardinals have two or three. No, they have
Yeah.
two. They have two. The Giants have three. What are other teams that have multiple?
What about overall records though? Cardinals got to be up there, right?
Oh yeah, I saw a
Yeah.
post of it. I don't know where I saw it on Instagram. I should have saved it. I should have, but I didn't. There's only 13 teams with records above 500 for their whole existence.
Wow.
Mets aren't one of them.
I know.
Sorry.
I know they're not. They're not.
The
Well,
Red
that's not that bad for the MLB. That's not that bad. There are 30 teams.
Yeah. The Red Sox are one. Obviously, the Yankees are one. Cardinals are one. Giants are one. Dodgers are one.
Dodgers, yeah, of course.
I can't remember those. I could tell you a team that's not one.
Athletics won a lot of world championships.
I was going to say the Mariners are not one.
Yeah. I assume the Athletics are. They won a lot of world championships.
Yeah. They beat the Mets in the World Series, didn't they? Or did they lose to the Mets in the World Series? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Did they lose in '69?
I think. Well, the Mets won in '69.
No, I know. Did they lose in '69?
Oh, I don't know, but they won.
I-
They won 3 in a row in the '70s. I think. I was just looking at it. Something I don't know about '69.
I know they versed the Mets in the World Series.
So in that case, they definitely lost.
No, but I don't know if it was in '69 or not. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because the Mets have been in 5 World Series.
Yeah.
The Mets have been to 5 World Series. They've won 2.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they lost to the Royals and they lost to the Yankees. So I don't know what the other team is. I'm pretty sure it's the Athletics, but I'm not sure.
1969.
Mets have been to the World Series in '69, '86, 2000, and 15. I don't remember the other one though, but I know they've been to 5.
New York Mets over Baltimore Orioles, 1969. Wow, Orioles.
Orioles.
So they lost the 8.
Okay, so they lost to the A's. They had to.
What year was that? The 1970s, probably.
I'm telling you, Athletics.
Probably 73 then. Yeah, they won 3 times in the 70s. 72, they lost the A's. Yeah.
See, I got it right here, man. You know the amount of World Series that the Mets could have won if it wasn't for the Dodgers in the '80s. The Mets had potential in the '80s, man.
2006 was a rough one.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it was. I'm sure 15. Listen,
Listen,
I was a Met fan in 15, so I know how that feels. I know how 15 feels. 15 was just so freaking special.
it was rough. I was crying. I'm crying.
No, I remember posting on Facebook saying, "Look, we just swept the Cubs. We just swept the Cubs in the championship series. We're going on to the World Series." And then everything just fell apart.
I don't want to talk about it.
Back to the Future almost predicted it. Imagine being a Cub fan in 2015 and going to the playoffs.
That's a good point. They got their redemption a year later.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is have you ever seen Back to the Future?
Oh, no.
All right, so you know what Back to the Future is, right?
It's a movie.
Yeah. Well, I think in Back to the Future 2, obviously, they go to the future, okay? And in the future, it says 2015 World Series champions, Chicago Cubs.
Oh, man.
And the Chicago Cubs made it to the championship series.
Yeah. Yeah, and they came close.
They came close.
Not close enough. So close we get so far. We got swept. Oh, yeah.
Those are some 2 major curses right there. Listen, some 2 major curses: the curse of the Great Bambino and the Billy Goat curse. You heard about the Billy Goat curse, right? You know what that is, right? You don't know what the Billy Goat curse is?
No.
Okay, so during the World Series one year, a man tried entering Wrigley Field with his goat, okay? And they did not let him in. They kicked him out, okay? But because of that, the guy put some spell on the Cubs, okay? The Cubs ended up losing that World Series and didn't win the World Series since then.
Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean put some spell?
The guy, he was
He was out there.
like
a black magic.
He did like a curse, yeah.
He was witchcraft.
Yeah, something like that. He did
That's
some
amazing.
voodoo type shit. You know what I mean?
What year was it?
The last time the Cubs were in the World Series.
Oh, what year was the Billy Goat curse then?
I'll look it up.
Yeah.
When did the curse start? When did the curse of the Billy Goat start? When did the curse of Billy Goat? It was 1945, the last time the Cubs were in the World Series before 16.
Wow.
The Cubs won the World Series in...
Curse lasted 71 years.
The curse lasted 71 years, but the last time it was 108 years before they won their next World Series.
Yeah, that's hysterical.
They had the first longest World Series drought in 16. You know who had the second?
World Series drought. No. The Red Sox?
Indians, and they versed the Indians in the World Series.
Yeah, that's right. That's
The
funny.
two teams that had the worst World Series drought were in the World Series.
That may have been one of the best series
Oh my God!
in the past couple decades.
Listen, if it wasn't for the scandal of the Astros coming out, that would be number 2. Because 2017 World Series was amazing, especially Game 5. Game 5 of the World Series was arguably one of the best World Series games I've ever seen.
You're talking about 17 or 16?
17. I'm talking about like if the Astros didn't like have that like, whole cheating scandal, Game 5 would be number 1 and 2017 World Series would be number 1.
It was about 2016 when Rajay Davis, the game Rajay Davis.
Oh yeah.
That game. Yeah, that game
I wanted the Cubs to win so bad. And when he hit that home run, I was like, oh geez.
Yeah.
When they come back. It was in Game 7.
Yeah.
The freaking Indians took a 3-1 lead. And I remember I was in football practice, okay? And there was a kid that liked baseball in there too. And the kid's like, oh, dude, just give it up. The Cubs are going to lose. This is it. And then I'm like, dude, don't count them out. It's, it's like baseball's not, a timed sport. You have the games to play. Anybody can come back. They came back.
Yep.
And I told that kid, I came into football practice when they came back. I was screaming on the top of my lungs.
Yeah.
He didn't
all
want
those guys, man. Kyle Schwarber, right?
Huh?
Kyle Schwarber, Baez.
Schwarber, Baez, Addison Russell, Bryant, Lester.
You got Albert Almora, legend. He was on that damn team. He got a ring.
Was he on that team?
Yeah, he got a ring.
Geez, he must have been sent down to the minors because I remember he was like Albert Almora. He was
on the playoff roster.
No. I'm probably I'm saying 17 and 18, because he doesn't have his 6-year experience.
He had a couple of decent years with the Cubs. Played 4 years.
Yeah, what I'm saying is he does not have his full 6-year free agent experience. He got DFA'd by the Cubs, and then the Mets picked him up, and then he got DFA'd by the Mets.
Too, yeah.
You know who was supposed to be really good? He still can be really good, but he was supposed to be really good.
Who?
Ian Happ. Mm-hmm. Center fielder for the Cubs. He's the reason why Almora got DFA'd. Because Ian Happ was supposed to be good. Almora wasn't producing like he was supposed to be, so
yeah,
decided to go with Ian Happ.
Was Almora? Almora was never the next big thing. He was
no, but he was supposed to be the starting center fielder for the Cubs.
Yeah, understood. Yeah. Hey, I like him. I still like him. I think he's a great player. I think I like his character. I like him as a person a lot, and I think he had a bad stretch. He got injured. He got concussed badly. He got sent down to the minors 2 or 3 times.
Wait, was it Almora that ran into the wall and that's when he got concussed? Okay.
Head first.
I remember I was watching that. It was against the Orioles.
Against
Pedro Severino hit that ball.
Yeah, and I think Trevor May was pitching. If I remember correctly, it was bad. It was bad. I
remember that. He also finished that inning.
Did he really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he finished that inning, and he came out of the game after that. After the end of the inning,
dude, he had a bad stretch. He didn't have that many plate appearances in 2021. He had a bad stretch. He got sent down 3 times. He got concussed really bad, and he had a bad stretch. When he was on though, you notice almost every time I saw Almora get a hit, he had 2 or 3 hit games. He would hit 2 doubles. He'd have 3 hits. He was really on, or he'd be really off.
Almora's good defensively, but
he's good defensively.
It's just he was very streaky with his offense.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
That was his issue.
Really bad, yeah. But hey, I like him. He's still up there. I don't know. I would love to have. He's young.
I wouldn't have him on the team.
A bench guy, a backup center fielder, come in late in the game for defense. He's quick. I like Almora.
Nah. I mean, I don't hate him. I'm not saying I hate him, but I wouldn't want him on my team. He's like a Billy Hamilton.
Not at all.
Yeah, good defensively, streaky with his hitting, except for, except Billy Hamilton can't hit home runs. The dude
Yeah.
either bunts or hits a freaking like bloop single.
Oh, yeah, I know.
That's Billy Hamilton.
Yeah.
And he's fast and good defensively.
Oh.
Billy Hamilton should have stuck to football, man. He was a great wide receiver.
What?
Yeah, Billy Hamilton was a good football player.
I don't know.
Yep. A lot of, I mentioned this last time. A lot of people play all like multiple sports. Billy Hamilton.
You're talking about the modern era Billy Hamilton.
Huh?
You're talking about the modern era Billy Hamilton.
Yeah. I'm talking about Billy Hamilton right now. Like, the Chicago White Sox.
Yeah.
The Cincinnati Reds, Billy Hamilton, Kansas City Royals.
New York Mets.
Also a New York Met. He was a Brave.
Yeah.
Listen, Billy Hamilton is fast and good at sports, but it's just he's not really. He hits bloop singles or he bunts. Like that's his MO. And Billy Hamilton would have definitely probably made a better career out of himself if he stuck to football.
Yeah.
He's fast, has good hands. He was a good wide receiver.
Yeah.
So I personally think he should have stuck to football. He made a decent amount of money in baseball, enough to live his life. He can invest it, make money on his investment, stuff like that. And plus, people who make it to the major leagues will almost never live a life financially like bad, because you always will have a job. You can always be a coach. Like, if you made it to the major leagues, even if you're bad, even if you played one game, it doesn't matter. Somebody will always take advice from you because you made it that far.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know. Everybody. What about Robbie? What's his name? I think Robbie Hammock. Is that his name? Catcher. A catcher and a fielder for the Diamondbacks. He never had a career. He would play a couple games in 1 year, not play the next year, and then play a couple games the next, and that went on for like 6-7 years. And I think he's a coach for the Diamondbacks, either a minor league coach or a major league coach for the Diamondbacks. Yeah. That's a good example.
Even if you're not a coach for like a team, like you could still be a coach for like a little league team, stuff like that. Or you can create your own camp.
Yeah, I know. A lot of guys do that too.
Yeah, like I don't know. You know who Matt Antonelli is?
I've heard the name before.
Matt Antonelli was a former first overall draft pick.
Wow.
Okay? He was a bust, unfortunately. He was a bust.
Yeah.
He played a few games with the Rockies and a few games with the Padres. Okay? He played in the Nationals farm system, the Yankees farm system, Orioles farm system. He played in a couple farm systems, traded here and there. And he was a bust. He ended up retiring from baseball before his like age 27 season. Or like his age like 27, 28 season, like before that. And he ended up going on making a YouTube page. He makes money off of his YouTube page. He comments on different videos that are happening in baseball. He makes money because he owns his own like baseball camp. He runs his own baseball league, makes money out of that. Like the dude still lives financially set. So
like Anthony Recker. Now he's an analyst for SNY.
You know what? Funny thing about Anthony Recker, have you ever seen those photos on Instagram where you say, name a random baseball player?
Yeah.
I name Anthony Recker. And if I don't name him, you know who I name? Kirk Neuenhuis.
Kirk Neuenhuis, 3 home runs in a game.
Yep.
That's all everyone thinks of when they think of Kirk Neuenhuis. 3 home runs in a game.
But you know what's funny? For whatever reason, I think of a different player when I hear Kirk Neuenhuis' name.
Who do you think of?
Eric Campbell. No reason.
Eric Campbell, first and third baseman for the Mets. He's actually still in the Mariners.
He also played left field.
I think he's still in the Mariners.
No way.
I think he's still in the Mariners. No, he's still like in AAA for the Mariners. I think.
I can't believe that.
James, name a random baseball player.
Kirk Neuenhuis.
Can't say Kirk Neuenhuis. Can't be a Met.
Can't be a Met.
Very, very, very random baseball player.
Hideki Matsui.
Okay.
Does that count as random, or like
Yeah,
was he
that's kind of
good in
random.
the
That's kind
playoffs?
of random. He didn't play that wrong. He didn't play that wrong.
Um, I'm trying. What? Who? Eric Campbell? Yeah, he still plays. What the fuck?
Yeah, he still plays. He's in. I think he's in AAA for the Mariners.
He had 11 at bats this season.
Yeah, I
The
know.
majors.
He still fucking plays.
Oh, all right. Well, he didn't listen. Okay. So he played in 14, 15, 16 as with the Mets, okay? And then he did not play in 17, 18, 19, or 20. And then he had 11 at-bats in 2021. He's 34. The dude needs to call it a career. He needs to. He has 7 home runs, 44 RBIs, 223 batting average, 312 on base percent. The dude needs to call it.
Listen, here, I have a question for you if you know this now. Andrew might know this better. You make it to the major leagues. You played 3 months in the majors, and you get sent back down for the rest of your life. You made $500,000, correct?
How many
minimum,
months?
minimum salary for a major leaguer, right?
Baseball minimum wage is 520,000, or I think it's like 516,000 and $250, something like that.
$500,000. It's half a million. It's $500,000.
It's $500,000.
Yeah.
It might be 3 months. I think this is. I don't think. Okay. I don't think they give you the full 500,000 unless if they give you a full year. I think what they do is they give you percentage wise. So if you played this percentage of the season, they give you this percentage of the 500,000.
Oh wow!
And then whatever your salary is for the minor league. So if you only make like, let's say 150,000 in the minor leagues, you'll make your full 150,000, and then you'll make a percentage of the, you'll make a percentage of whatever you make.
How would you determine what the minor league? Somebody who came up, got drafted, and is now in like low A or double A, for example. They're not making much money.
No, they're only making at max, like, it depends if you were a like first rounder, second rounder, but like at max you can make 100,000, but like typically you only start off with like a $30,000 wage.
Yeah, that's pretty rough for a baseball player. I know.
Yeah, especially it's not good.
It's disgusting. And somebody like that, somebody like I'm trying to think of a guy like Luis Guillorme. He's a good example. He played some games in 2019, 2020, and 2021. I don't think he was ever sent back down.
No, he'll make the full.
He'll get the full because he was up in the majors the whole year, even though he only had a certain amount of at bats.
Yeah, if you don't get sent down to the minors, you're still technically like on the roster.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So you'll still make it listen, if you're not on the active roster, or like not even active, because if you get injured, like you'll be on like the IL, but like if you're not on the roster, then you won't like make like that unless if it counts it as a full season.
Yes. What about somebody like Khalil Lee? He played, I think, for a week for the Mets.
He'll get that percentage, like whatever the percentage is. Like,
so they'll take it out of a year, or they'll take it out of
they take it out of the minimum wage. So listen, like let's say he played like 20% of the season. Not that he did. If he played 20% of the season, 20% of 520,000, he'll get that, and then he'll get plus whatever his salary was playing as a minor leaguer. So if he gets 150,000 a year, he'll make the 150,000 plus the 20%.
Wow. Okay. And these guys. Wow. Okay. Not bad. What about these guys who got DFA'd and picked up? They're still making the minimum until they get a contract, right? Until they get a contract.
Yeah, until they get a contract. Listen.
But they'll get bonuses like Pete Alonso, the home run derby.
Okay, so here's what's going on. Let me put it like Albert or Moore, okay, for example. So he signed a contract with the Cubs, okay? But they DFA'd him. Okay? So if he played, did he play part of the season with the Cubs before he got DFA'd? Do you know?
2020?
Yeah.
He had at bats, from what I understand.
With the Cubs? I'm not talking about with the Mets. I'm talking about with the Cubs.
He had at bats every year.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So he played in 2020.
No, I know that. But what I mean is, like, did he get DFA'd during the season or before the season?
He played 28 games in 2020.
I,
So it could
no,
go either way.
listen,
I don't know if he wasn't a starter, then maybe he didn't.
listen. No, what I'm trying to say is, did he play? Listen, did he get DFA'd before before the season, or after this, or during the season? Because if he got DFA'd during the season, then the Mets and Cubs kind of split it. But if he got
From
DFA'd
what I understand, we picked him up in the offseason. That's what I was told.
before 2020,
2021, before 2021.
before 2021,
Yeah, before 2021.
I thought he played in 2020 with the.
He was on the Cubs in 2020. He played 28 games for the Cubs in 2020.
Okay, all right. So
Yeah,
we'll talk about 2021. Okay, so the Mets only pay for him, obviously, because he got picked up. Let's say he signed like baseball minimum wage as a contract, okay, for the Cubs, because they intended having him play on the major league level to start the season. So they give him a baseball minimum wage, which is $520,000. Okay, even if he gets sent down, he's still getting paid the $520,000, no matter what. Okay, but let's say they didn't give him the $520,000. Okay, they gave him like $300,000 a contract. Okay, if you get brought up, you'll make baseball minimum wage, and then let's say he only played. How many games did he play for that?
2020.
2020.
28.
28 games? Okay, so 28 divided by 160.
2020, 2021 he played 47.
All right, 28, 160.
Wow, he appeared in that many games. 47. I don't remember
Okay,
that.
and then times that by 520. Wait, hold on. I did something wrong. Give me a second.
Wait.
2 divided by 28, 5.7.
Wait, he played 60 games. 2020 is not a good year to use as an example. It's like
okay, wait. How many games did he play for the Mets in 2021?
He played 47 games.
47. Okay.
47 divided by 162 times 100. That's 29. So he played about 29.
No. Hold on. He played 47 games in 2021.
Yes.
Okay, 162 divided by 47 comes out. Or maybe I'm
47 divided by 162 times 100 is 29. So he played about 29% of the 2021 season.
No, 162 divided by 162 divided by 47 is 3.4%. Or that's what
you have to do. 47 divided by 47 divided by 162.
47 divided by 162 and then times
100. 100.
Yeah. All right, 29. Okay. So 29%. We'll just say 30%. Okay. 30%. We'll just say 30%. So 30% of 100. No, 520. No. All right. So 520.
520,000
times 520,000. That comes to $456,000.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's say he only signed a contract for $300,000.
Yeah.
He gets paid $157,000 plus his contract for $300,000. So that will come out to $456,000.
Oh shoot! Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so he made good money.
Yeah, he did.
Baseball players do make good money. Yeah.
Baseball players, not in the world, but in America, on average, make the most money.
I know they're the highest paid profession.
Yeah. Yes. On average,
Yeah.
You have a better chance of making millions in baseball than you have millions in football and, basketball.
Yes, definitely.
But you have a better chance of making the NFL and basketball than you do of the MLB.
Because with the baseball, you're drafted, then you have to make it through A ball, double A, triple A.
You have to make it through multiple A balls. It's not just multiple.
I know. Yeah. You have to make it.
Putting it out there for people to know. Like, it's not just one. It's low single A, high single A, regular single A, double A, triple A, and then the majors. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
And people just think that, it's just like it's a cakewalk. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a cakewalk. I make jokes about like how much like baseball players suck. Like, all right, let me tell you this. Do you know who Austin Gomber is?
No. I've heard the name, maybe.
He's a Rockies pitcher. Okay.
Austin Gomber.
Okay. Austin Gomber. Obviously, he's in the major leagues. He's not bad at baseball. Okay, anybody that's in professional sports isn't really bad. Okay, but for the level that they're playing at, they're bad. He had like a 4 ERA this season. Okay,
4.5. Yeah.
yeah, that's not good. Okay, so Austin Gomber has a wife, I believe a wife. I don't know if it's his girlfriend or wife, but he's dating someone or married to someone, and she's on TikTok a lot. Okay, and she put out a TikTok basically calling someone out because in one of her comments he said like imagine no he said like at least you're not dating one of the good MLB players.
Yeah.
Okay. And then she said something and then I commented in that TikTok like in the comment section and I was like he's not bad but like he's not good. Like he's one of the worst pitchers on one of the worst pitching staffs.
Yeah.
Like he's not good but he's not like bad. Like he's good enough to be a baseball player but he's not good enough to be called a good pitcher. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's also his 3rd year.
She ended up commenting back to me.
Yeah.
Okay. And she goes, if you don't know anything about baseball, it's all right. You don't have to know anything about baseball. The Rockies have one of the best pitching rotations in baseball. Okay. She said that. I was like, wow, she's coming at me with a little bit of facts here. So then I said to her, I was like, listen, if you don't know baseball, it's all right. I talked about pitching staff, not rotation. I'm talking about the bullpen too. Bullpen was 29th in baseball last year.
Rockies
bullpen was
30. Who was 30?
I think the Orioles.
Yeah.
Have you seen Paul Fry's stats against the Rays in 2021?
Just the Rays.
Just the Rays. Just the Rays.
That's funny.
He pitched 0.1 innings, 19 earned runs.
Shit. You only got 1 out.
Yep. He had he had no strikeouts. He had multiple walks, multiple home runs, obviously multiple earned runs.
Yeah.
So he was terrible against the Rays. The Rays knew him. Basically, he was Gleyber Torres in 2019 against the Orioles.
The Orioles are a touch. How did you discover this Gomber guy? Like, why him? Like, how did you?
Because for whatever reason, my girlfriend's like obsessed with like his wife, so now she's obsessed with him.
But how did she find his wife?
I have no idea. I think what it was, we were watching a Met game and the Rockies were in Citi Field and he was starting that game, and then she found out that his wife had like a TikTok, and then she started following him and stuff like that.
Okay.
I think that's how it started, but I don't know exactly. Anyway, but like it's funny because after I commented that and made her look a little stupid, she ended up deleting the comment completely. And I'm not talking about just her comment. My comments.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Delete the video, but
yeah. Wow. No, I mean, really, like those guys get a lot of shit, man. They get a lot of hate. It makes me. It really does. It hurts me. I feel awful for some of these guys. Listen, Jared Eichhoff. He was.
Eichhoff.
Yeah, he was probably like the 10th or 11th, maybe 14th Mets starter, and he got rocked. He had one outing. I think he pitched 4 scoreless the first time, and then he got rocked. I don't think he made it past a couple of innings. 6, 7 earned runs. He got shaken up real damn well. He got rocked, and he gave up double the home runs that he had in his pitched or something like that. I'm exaggerating a little maybe, but it was bad. I'm probably exaggerating, but he gave up too many home. And listen, maybe he pitched a full year for the Phillies, and he wasn't horrible. So maybe he wasn't in his element pitching Citi Field. I don't know. Maybe
some people can't pitch in New York. Some people can't play in New York. Some people can't play in just. Honestly, it's it's how it is.
And maybe he just had a bad couple games. He was a throwing guy. He was a filling guy. He got thrown in because everyone went down for the Mets. Mm-hmm. He got thrown in there, and people were making jokes saying, "Oh, enjoy your free win." Before he even took them out, enjoy your free win. Enjoy your free win. And listen, I mean, who else did we have? We didn't. Everyone went down, bro. We didn't have anybody else. So this guy got slaughtered on Instagram. And the Mets, the guy pitched 4 scoreless innings. The Mets are tagging him, and so his Instagram, the guy. And apparently, people found his Instagram and they slaughtered him. I felt awful for this guy. I lost, dude. I'm not exaggerating. I'm gonna sound like a little weirdo now when I say this, but I almost lost sleep over this because this bothers me because this guy, like, he's taking pictures like with his girl. Maybe it's his fiance or his wife.
Mhm.
He like the guy looks so happy and like he's really out there like the guy's out there like trying, like he gives a fuck, he's trying, he's really out there trying. And then in the post game interview he goes on a little, he literally describes, and he's going, it's hard, it's not easy pitching in the major leagues. Once you take the mound in a major league baseball game, it is not easy. You are going to suck sometimes. And he's literally saying it's hard to do what I do. And this guy is being so humble about this. And I felt awful. No, seriously. And if you are an NFL, if you are an MLB fan, really, if you are an MLB fan, and you have your favorites and your least favorites, listen, please, do not take out your frustrations, do not take out your anger or your hate on any of these baseball players, because what these guys do, one, is for your entertainment as well. And two, it's not easy. We could never understand how easy it is to be on live TV in front of tens of thousands of people and having an entire game in your hands. It is tough, especially when you have tens of thousands of people screaming at you. It's not easy.
If the field's filled up, 44,000 people.
That's a lot. All screaming at you at one time. Do not take your anger out on a player if he has a bad day. Do not spread hate to a player. Do not mess DM a player.
No, you know what? I disagree with you on that.
Why?
And I'll prove you wrong on that. And I'll name this one player.
Yeah. You're going to give me one instance where a fan motivated a player.
No.
What happened?
Utley.
What about him?
Chase Utley.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah. You telling me you don't give hate to Chase Utley?
Not after he has a bad game and struggles and all of his own fans.
Okay, all right. You're talking about that. Okay, all right. Yeah. Never mind. All right, I thought you just meant like in total, just giving hate.
No. He's a piece of shit.
Listen, I hate Manny Machado with a freaking burning passion. Okay.
Him too. I don't think he's as bad as he was when he was in Baltimore. Maybe he needed time to mature.
He did.
But what he did will always be there.
What he did to Pedro. What he did to Petty. Dustin Pedroia. What he did to Dustin Pedroia.
Oh, yeah. Him
unforgivable.
Too. Oh, yeah.
And I don't feel bad for him getting thrown at by Chris Sale. I don't.
No. I don't like him. There are a lot of guys I don't like. I don't like a number of guys. And there are reasons for that. There are reasons why. Okay? And that's fine. If it's a show of character, it's different. If they get hate for their character, for their lack of sportsmanship, for unsportsmanlike behavior on the field, for just being a piece of shit, like Chase Utley, it's different. It's different. You're on a huge stage, okay? A grand stage, the grandest stage. If you act like that, you are subjecting yourself to a world of hate, and that's on you. But if a player like Jared Eichhoff has 2-3 bad starts in a row, gets rocked, and the Mets lose every time, and he's going out there in post-game interviews saying, listen, what I do is so hard, and sometimes you just suck. The guy is being so humble about it. Just let him be. I felt awful for him because fans will tear you apart, especially in New York. They're really, really bad. It's just human beings.
Sonny Gray knows a lot about that.
Who?
Sonny Gray.
Sonny Gray.
You know who Sonny Gray is, right?
The pitcher, yeah.
Sonny Gray was great in Oakland. Went to New York. Went to the Yankees. Totally shit. Went to the Reds. He pitched good with the Reds.
Yeah.
He just couldn't pitch in New York. There was I went to this game. My only game at Yankee Stadium. I went to this game.
Yeah.
He was pitching against the Orioles. The Orioles just tore him apart. Okay?
Yeah.
And the Yankees ended up almost coming back. They lost by like 1 or 2 runs that game. But I remember taking the train out of there. Okay? Because, normally people don't drive to Yankee Stadium because there's like no parking there. So I took the train there, got there, left, and I remember that when I got home to watch like the highlights of the game, there was a highlight of when Aaron Boone took the ball away from Sonny Gray, and you know what Sonny Gray was doing as he was walking off the field, being showered with booze,
What?
just laughing it off because that's all he could do.
Yeah, I
He
know.
knew in the post game interview afterwards there was nothing he could say, and
Yeah.
that was actually one of his last starts. It wasn't his last start exactly, but he ended up getting traded a little while after that.
You just suck in New York. Sometimes you just suck.
Yeah.
Guys come and fall apart in New York. Trust me, the guys come to the Mets and they fall apart.
Bonilla,
Jason Bay,
Bay,
forget it. Ugh.
or Mets leave the Mets and become good.
Yeah, Justin Turner.
That was easy. That's a big one that really comes to mind. Zach
Yeah.
Wheeler.
Who?
Zach Wheeler.
Yeah, he wasn't terrible,
It
but
wasn't bad.
I mean,
But listen,
it's true.
listen. If you were to ask me, like in that exact time when he was like leaving in free agency,
Yeah.
would you have given him the contract that the Phillies gave him? I would have said no. There's no way. The way that he pitched, he didn't deserve $22 million a year for the next 6 seasons.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't deserve it. He didn't pitch like that. The Phillies got lucky with what they picked up.
He's like a new pitcher now.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like he's
and it's
their
not
top
because
guy.
it's not because of the sticky stuff either. He's just good.
Yeah. He went from bottom of the rotation guy in New York to top of the rotation guy. Very top, like face of the team.
Yeah, and that's that's a team that has Aaron Nola in it.
Shit, yeah. Shit. And he, regardless, what's his face? Wheeler's face of the team. He's the face of the whole team. I mean, other than
He's not the face of the team. There's still Harper.
other than Harper, I mean, obviously the pitching staff, whatever. He's
The face of the pitching staff.
He's
But
the
when
top guy. He's the top guy, and that's how it is. He was the bottom of the rotation guy in New York. It happens. It happens that way sometimes. Just can't do New York. But my one final bottom line, I'll leave everyone. I'll make sure everyone knows tonight. If your favorite player or your least favorite player is not doing well, please just let them be. Maybe they're not having it right now, whatever it is. But there's it's not worth you going out there and tearing them apart on social media, slaughtering them. And I get it. Listen, if you can't handle social media or pitching in New York, don't have social media. Can't handle a couple of comments. I have a couple of comments, but it's brutal. It's brutal out here, man. It's brutal out here in New York. Like, you blow a game, you might be afraid to walk down the street. It's brutal. It's brutal out here. It is. And it gets to a point where it gets really bad. Fans get really bad. So, remember, treat all players with respect. Just love the game. Love the game. If your team sucks, love the game. Listen, I've been a Met fan. My team's been sucking a lot. I love the game. I love watching guys who suck. I never take anything out on them. As a matter of fact, I always tell them, keep your head up, man. There's more baseball to come. There's always more baseball to be played. So do not ever take any anger or frustration with your team out on one player and make them feel a certain way on social media. Do not come at them in direct messages. Do not inbox them. Do not comment on any of their posts. Do not track them down. Do not go to a game just to tell them how much you hate them. It's not worth it. Just let them be. They entertain you, and they're making a lot of money. Unfortunately,
Do you remember what happened with Zach Greinke?
No. With what instance?
It was during the playoffs. It was during the 2019 ALCS. So Zach Greinke actually suffers from a really high anxiety order, and he has really bad depression also.
That's why he sits by himself and everything in the crowd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he suffers with a lot of that stuff. Well,
yeah, sure.
That's why he's never wanted to ever pitch in New York. Okay.
Yeah. It's tough, man. It's brutal out here.
Well, this one time during the ALCS, he was getting ready in the bullpen during a start in New York against the Yankees, and there were Yankee fans just ripping him apart, saying talking about his depression, high anxiety, and stuff like that, just ripping him apart.
Yeah, of course. Typical Yankee fans.
Except for our dear friend Andrew.
I love you, Andrew, but the fans of your team are scum. I do know a lot of great Yankee fans, but I'm not going to call out the entire fan base. But if there's any fan base in sports that,
No, there's a team
other
that
than the Eagles,
there's still a
Philadelphia
team that's worse
fans,
than
it's
the
the
Yankees.
Yankees. That's just me.
There's still a team that's worse than the Yankees.
Who's that?
The Dodgers.
The Dodgers. I also can't stand Dodger fans. Some Dodger fans, the Dodger fan base, I can't
In
stand.
2018,
I hate
when
the
the
Dodgers.
in 2018 when the Red Sox won the World Series,
Yeah.
there was a fan just casually walking back to his car, and 5 Dodger fans jumped him, stabbed him 13 times, put him in a coma.
Wicked. Disgusting.
Game 5 of the World Series, right after the Red Sox won the World Series.
Sick.
Yep.
I hate them too. Trust me.
Yeah, you know what? This is funny because I literally made a list of like not fan bases, but like teams that I don't like. And like, just watch this. Look at who's number
MLB.
look who's number 27. Dodgers.
27. That.
All right, it's hard to say. I'll tell you the list from 30 to 1, okay?
So
30.
one is the team that you like the most.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So obviously 30 is the Yankees.
Yes.
I might have to explain a couple of these to you because some of them you'll be like, why are they so far? Like something like that.
No, it's okay.
Number 29, Cardinals.
Yeah.
Hate the Cardinals. It's like that, Red Sox Cardinal thing. Like they just don't like each other.
Yeah. You're the best catcher in baseball.
Giants.
Remember, the Cardinals always have the best catcher in baseball, no matter how horrible they are. They'll always remind you. Go ahead.
Even though they don't. The Giants. Don't like the Giants. Dodgers.
Okay, 27. Yeah.
Royals.
What?
I don't like the Royals.
The Royals. No, I don't like the Royals either.
Braves.
I don't like Moustakis.
Phillies.
I don't like Mike Moustakis.
What?
Mike Moustakis. One of my least favorite
Oh,
players.
I love Mike Moustakis. I actually like him. All right, so next is after Royals is Braves.
Okay, 25.
What?
Yeah. So that's 25.
Yeah. Then Phillies. Then Pirates. Then Nationals. Then Orioles. Then the Rangers. Then the Tigers. Then the Cubs. Then the Mariners. The Rays. White Sox. Athletics. Indians. Diamondbacks. Twins. Astros. And that's number 10. So now we're in the top 10.
Okay.
10, Astros.
Where's
9,
Toronto?
What?
Okay. Where's Toronto? You like Toronto?
Yeah, it's coming. 9, Padres. 8, Toronto. 7, the Reds.
Yeah.
6, Rockies. 5, the Marlins.
I like the Rockies too. I like the Rockies.
4, the Angels.
So, wait, is this as of 2021? This is like your 2021 going into 2021, or just franchise?
This is just my favorite teams, like how it's
Okay.
typically has been.
Okay.
Okay, so number 4 is the Angels. Number 3 are the Brewers. 2 Mets. 1
Yeah.
Red Sox.
What's up with the Angels and Brewers? You think that the Angels are just like the underdogs of Los Angeles?
Well, listen,
Yeah.
I have like a hat collection. My first hat that I collected after the Mets and after the Red Sox and Mets was the Angels.
I had those too. I had an Indians hat. I had a White Sox hat. I don't know why I was like AL Central dude, but little hat collection there.
Dude, I'm just pulling out hats right now.
What you got on the back of your shirt? Who's that?
It's Benintendi.
Ah,
It's his World Series jersey in 18. Okay,
holy shit.
we'll start off with this one. Boston Red Sox, salute to the troops hat. a Red Sox hat, except this is the World Series one from 18.
Yeah, yeah.
Another Red Sox hat. It's this one. This one was from a baseball team that I played with. So,
CL.
Angels.
Yeah. I like the Angels too.
Padres.
They stole my whole team, but
Indians.
yeah.
Another 18 World Series Red Sox hat. Marlins. Another random Red Sox hat.
What do you like? Get those at Lids?
Yeah. And then my sister bought this for me for Christmas because, she's a Yankee fan.
Burn it. What do you still have it?
I have to have it for the hat collection.
Okay, I get it.
If I ever get another Yankee hat, I'm burning it, but I have to have at least one.
I understand that you need the collection. I know.
But that goes to the bottom of the drawer. Like, I don't look at it.
Well,
I'm not joking. Like, I piled it.
super dope. Yeah, that's awesome. So why do you like the Brewers?
I literally can't tell you.
Yeah. I don't blame you. I know I'm like that with a lot of teams too.
I can't tell you. I think I know what my girlfriend's getting me for my birthday too. I think she's getting me like a the Mariners jersey that's like the blue, like it's it's like that like aqua blue.
Yeah, the Mariners.
She's gonna get me that, and it's gonna be Griffey.
Oh, sweet. How do you know?
Because I gave her a list of jerseys to get me, and I told her which ones I want the most. She's like, "Oh, I'll get you a jersey for your birthday." I was like, "All right, thanks." And then she was like, "Which ones would you like?" So I gave her a list.
When's your birthday?
The 1st. It's coming up.
Oh, February.
Yeah.
We have to do a little special like birthday edition for you. Throw a little party.
Happy birthday to me.
Yeah.
Birthday to me.
Have some e-shots. And we'll have apple juice shots.
Yeah, I'll do apple juice shots.
I'll do apple juice shots too.
Yeah.
That's what I always do. I did apple juice shots for New Year's Eve because I don't drink alcohol and I don't drink champagne.
Yeah, I don't drink alcohol either.
Yeah, apple juice shots.
I'll do apple juice shots.
And I mean, I don't know. Your girl's probably gonna watch this back, right?
Yeah, she definitely will.
She's probably gonna hear you talking shit about what she's gonna get you for Christmas. Oh, Christmas, your birthday.
No, it doesn't matter.
What if she didn't get it and then you're like,
oh, I don't care.
You're out here on here all high and mighty with your Griffey jersey.
Oh, I think she's gonna get me it. Listen, I think she's gonna get me it. It's not guaranteed.
I'm messing with you, but that's fine.
I hope she gets me that, but
he really wants that. So
yeah, I really do want it. Isabella, you listening to this? I really want
it. Oh, dude.
And this has been a great talk.
Yeah, man, really.
Unfortunately, we do not have Andrew.
But it's been awesome, dude. Listen, I want to rematch on that Jeopardy because I really did get screwed over with some of those questions, bro. I sincerely apologize for not knowing who won the World Series in 1914, but I mean, I'm definitely down for like another all math category because I killed that shit.
No, I'm good.
Dude, I killed that shit, dude.
Listen, next time Andrew would destroy us. So.
Well, that's true. You won, but I'm the MVP of that Jeopardy game, hands down.
No. This is like the World Series. No. You win it, your team does not get. Your team gets the World Series.
Okay, fair enough.
So,
but hey, man, I want a triple threat with Andrew.
Anytime, anywhere, any place.
Right.
Because we both know that Andrew's gonna win.
Yeah, I know. Yo, let's not tell him let's team up on him and fuck him over.
Oh well, he's gonna watch this.
You think so?
Yeah, of course he's gonna watch the one that he's not in.
Yeah, that's true.
Listen, if you guys ever do a video by yourselves and I'm not in it, I'm watching it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Just like I assume if you're not in it, you're gonna watch it.
Of course, yeah, for sure.
So that's what I assume that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Unless if he's not like us, but I don't see that being him.
I don't know Scarpacci.
You've known him longer than I have.
There's also one big difference between he and us.
What? I don't know what you're getting at here.
I don't know, man. Andrew's a little Yankee-ish, you know.
Oh yeah.
They move a little funny sometimes, so we gotta watch out for it.
I remember when I was trying to get this all set up, and I asked you if you wanted to do it, and you told me, you were like, "Yeah, ask Andrew." I was like, "He's a Yankee fan?"
Yeah.
I was like, "That's so disappointing."
Yeah. I love Andrew. You see, you came to me asking me, and I was like, you were like, I want a Met fan, I want a Yankee fan, I want a Red Sox fan, and I'm like, dude, like I asked Andrew. I know about Yankee fan. I knew you knew Andrew, and I love Andrew. So I'm like, definitely, dude. Andrew's a good time. Always.
He's a great sport too.
Yeah, he's
make fun of the Yankees.
No,
No
we
issue.
need.
He just happened to get tied up with, this instance. I'm sure I'm going to get tied up with something. You guys are going to record something. Send it to me. I'll throw it on YouTube. And then same thing with you. You're going to get tied up someday. And, the best we could do is try and work around it. But I wanted to try and get the video out for Monday and Tuesday. So,
sure.
No, that's really all I think we got for today's video.
This was great.
Yeah, great. I'm glad we were able to still get a video out.
Awesome.
We don't just need you, Andrew. Andrew.
We love you, Andrew. No. I miss you and I love you.
No, yeah. We miss you. Definitely do. All right, well, listen, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, talk about whatever you want. Check out the social media pages. Me, Andrew, and Vinny, we're all active on our social media pages. We're active on the Long Island Diamond. Take a look at it, follow, like, do whatever you want, interact with us. We're always posting on the story, different things. Just trying to get you guys to interact with us so that we have different content for our podcast videos. Anything you got, Andrew? Vinny, I meant.
Anything you got, Andrew? No, he's good.
He's that lamp.
He's good. Yeah. Thanks, bro. This is always great. This is always. I'm like a mile away from my microphone. I don't know if you guys hear me, but now you guys. Yeah, that is super dope. It's always a great time, bro. So thanks for everything, and I'm definitely getting a rematch for Jeopardy, and we'll be back very soon. Yeah, we're back very soon.
For next week.
Go Mets. Yeah.
Go Mets. Go Red Sox. Boo Yankees. We can say that because Andrew's not here.
Yes, Red Sox. Boo Yankee. Boo.
We can say that because Andrew's not here. Listen, Andrew, I know you're watching this right now. Okay, this is what you get for missing the episode. It's going to be a lot of Yankee slander.
Yeah. And guess what, Andrew? We're gonna get Clint Frazier on here to do an episode with us, and then it's gonna be like a 3-on-1 attack. We're gonna come
we're gonna get Clint Frazier on here.
Yeah, we're gonna make
Clint Frazier on here. We're gonna have Clint Frazier roast the Yankees fan base all over again
for 2 hours straight, and you're gonna have to sit there like this.
Andrew, remember when Clint Frazier said, "Yeah, he's glad he's not a Yankee either."
And Andrew was like, "We don't need him anyways."
No, but I didn't. To be fair, listen. Just to be fair, didn't Andrew say that he did not get his opportunity that he really deserved?
Yeah, he probably did.
Which is true. I do feel bad for Clint Frazier. That vertigo really messed him up. All prayers out. Hopefully, a good 2022 season.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But if there's ever an athlete that we want on this podcast, it's Clint.
Well, that's you.
That's me, and I will.
I want David Ortiz on this, but
I'm sure you do. Yeah, I want Babe Ruth on it, so we'll see how that goes too.
Anyway, well, yeah, that's all we got. Remember, like, subscribe, comment, Follow us on our social medias. It'll be in the comment section down below. All of them. Andrew, me, Vinny, and the Long Island Diamond. Interact with us on the Long Island Diamond. So there's always stuff on the story, you know, polls or just different questions, anything like that. You can always swipe up, tell us different stuff we should talk about with the podcast. And that's about it. I think we could wrap it up here. Great talk.
Yeah, dude, it was great. You have a good night, and everybody listening, you guys have a great one too. We'll see you very soon.
Agreed. All right. See you later, guys.